When last we left our party, they discovered and took on the abomination that was causing lumber workers to go missing and traumatized the only one to return from deep in the woods. Sai and I was ending up getting bloodied and battered, as well as Calyx and Cole, and every one of us were very worried during this fight. But we ended up prevailing, and against Cole's wishes, we also destroyed the core of the amalgamation. After which, we decided to search around the large crater that we found it in, and we discovered the diary belonging to one of the corpse's hand members, discovering their plans. And after which the battle was over, our party decided to long rest.
Asterisk. Short rest.
Short rest, sorry.
By all means, sleep in the woods. It'll be funny.
Idiot.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not good at intros.
And then that is perfect. No, that is all correct. Everything that you just said did happen, and I will graciously return you to the map.
Onyx took a couple shots
and we are back.
Do jack.
He needs some milk.
Onyx almost died. Also, did I have a nightmare last night, and what happened?
You haven't slept yet. It's 2 p.m. So
it's 2 in the afternoon.
Well, technically, you guys already rolled hit dice, so this will all be taking place over the course of an hour. Once you resume actions, it will be 3 p.m.
Do you want to do that right now?
We're doing a short rest.
You guys short rested already, so any conversations you have will be taking place over the course of an hour because you all already rolled hit dice.
Well, you know what? I kind of get the ball rolling. I could probably be burning this, but I fucked up the first one. Why not go for 2? I want to use my ring and ask a question to God.
Okay. What question will you be asking God?
Summoning.
I need to make sure I have a spot to write down the answer to this.
That is important.
Somebody else, please write this too. I couldn't even read my own handwriting a second ago.
Give me a second. I'm at my computer today. I'm ready.
All right, you ready? All right.
Yep.
I want to know, for the party's sake, what memories got relayed to the Star Scourge from this previous fight from the Mind Spikes.
So you want to know basically all the memories that copies were made of over that creature made over the course of the fight.
What specifically got
during the
relayed?
During the lair action.
Yeah. What specifically got relayed, essentially?
Okay. So you want to know what information got relayed by the amalgamation over the course of the fight?
Yes.
Okay. So you, for the second time now, you all watch as Cole holds out his super cool magic ring that he has only ever used once, but it was really cool when he did it. And you watch as all those vines and leaves and like spectral trees and deer and animals emerge from the ring once again, and he finds himself in like a little 10-foot sphere of a grassy knoll with all sorts of wild animals and other creatures. And you watch as his eyes glow green again as he asks this question aloud to the ring, and you watch as information is seemingly coalesced in front of him into his mind. Cole, the answer to your question of what information was relayed via the Star Scourge amalgamation over the course of the fight, the answer is literally everything that happened. Like 1-to-1, every second that it was alive, from its start of its existence, whenever it woke up, to the second not the second you killed it, the second you broke the shard, was relayed 1-to-1 instantaneously, like a live feed, like a live stream, the entire time. In that point, you also see the two memories that were stolen, the memory of your conversation with Fang in Steelmaw about your lordship, and the conversation at the orphanage that from Ataraxia's perspective, where she was talking about your travel plans in returning the girl to her sister, as part of your journey to like all the different towns you were going to hit. And then your vision ends.
Okay. So this bitch just saw us fight, learned who we are, learned what we're about, where we're going, who
Not
we
what
know.
we're about. He learned that we're lords and we're going on a journey to return
No, but
flowers.
still, even the live feed when we were there, when it was dead, when you guys were trying to break the thing, and I was saying no, it kind of, we had conversations in front of that thing too.
You certainly did. You
we
certainly
mention
did.
the king? I have to go back
We had
and
a
watch
couple
the replay.
conversations before that thing finally got crushed.
And it
Your
learns
dismay.
everything. Like, the information it takes, it learns to be better for the next fight. That's why the Dragon General couldn't beat it.
It also knows.
It literally was a UAV.
For clarity, the Dragon General did beat it. It's just that he got infected in the process.
Well, you got infected, but then now that thing knows how he fights. That's how my brain has been thinking about it this whole time.
The timeline, because it was like months ago, the timeline that Dragon General gave you was, I created this like super army, basically. It was our last stand, last chance, thank Lord of the Rings. I killed their, like, I'm the biggest, baddest guy. I killed their biggest, baddest guy, and I won, so I'm better. However, I got overconfident, and in its death throes, its master plan was, well, if I can't be a bigger and badder guy than you, I'll just make you me, and then infect him. And so then they put him in functionally cryosleep forever. They're like, well, if you just don't exist, you can't get infected, and they locked him in time, basically. So he won on principle. Technically, it was a draw. And then he's like, uh-oh, some dipshit woke me up. Ruh-roh. And now you guys are here.
So now, this might be stretching. Do we know or not? Do we have more inclination to how long this thing's been alive? Because you said since it's been alive, which we weren't here, obviously, for the start of it. Do we have inclinations as far as timeline of how long this thing's been relaying shit?
I mean, technically speaking, the way you asked the question, you would get like every memory it relayed from the second it woke up. So technically, but the thing is, it doesn't like wear a watch. So you know its first memory, but you have no way of knowing like, oh, that was exactly 12 days ago. You have no sense of time, but you do realize that its first memory, once you kind of think on it, because you can kind of recall the memory because it's a recent vision. It's like magical intelligence. The first memory it has is darkness, and then like light breaks through, and you can see it looking at the sky, and it just sees a bunch of skeletal hands, like big, like huge skeletal hands, and it's like you see dirt getting clawed up by these skeletal hands. And then as the light breaks through, you see the faces of two gigantic skeletons, minotaur skeletons. So they have like the face of a bull, but completely skeletonized with these big black horns. And then in between the two skeletal, like minotaur skeletons, there is one Weasley-looking pale guy wearing a black cloak. And he looks at where the view is, and he looks really confused. And then you just see the view lunge at him. And then you see, like, a bunch of spells. You see, like, the Minotaur skeletons attempt to attack it. And then you see him drop a journal and then run into the woodline with what's left of his skeletons. And then he is faster than the amalgamation, so the amalgamation eventually gives up.
Last thing on that, then. Can I get a rough direction of where they ran through the woods?
Technically, it would have been back the way you came. So in the direction of the log.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it did not go deeper into the woods. It went the opposite way.
Okay, yeah, if there was another way, I was going to say go search for other clues and yada, yada, yada.
Well, that's a lot of information to process. I'm assuming you share this with us.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to relay
he
everything
keeps it
to everybody. Yeah.
Well, that's a lot to digest, aside from everything else we have to digest here, everyone.
So now, technically, last thing above board. No, well, this goes with it. It really does.
No, I'm just laughing at one last time. One
last
time.
thing. I'm going to say that
One more thing.
So, considering I have all his memories now, it's memories. So, like, if anybody in the party asks me a particular thing, we kind of just ask you again about.
Well, I want to be very clear. You don't have his memories. You were shown in one burst everything experienced over X amount of days. So, like, it's fresh in your head in the same way that, like, the last chapter of a book you just read is fresh. You do not have it forever with perfect recall. Like, it will fade with time.
I got you.
So, like, yeah, for the next couple minutes, if you're like, oh, hey, tell me more about that guy in the cloak, you could probably do it. But if someone asked you tomorrow, like, hey, on the 17th moon cycle, what did it do? It's like it would fade relatively quickly.
All right, I actually got one more question then.
To me or to the ring? Because the ring is out of charges.
Well, to recall a memory.
Oh, yeah, then what?
What happened when that kid, the only survivor, got away? Was there any, like, key thing? Did he just accidentally outrun the thing or not get caught where everybody else was?
Oh
How
no!
is he-
What
why is he so
happened?
traumatized?
What happened was him and like 4 other dudes got attacked, and it rolled like a 1 when it went to hit him, so it only hit him once, so he didn't get eaten, and then he just limped away, and then he
Okay.
watched everyone else get murked instantly because they didn't get as lucky. It was literally just like I was like, oh, I wonder how many of these dudes survived when I made it, and I was like, oh wow, literally 1. Well, that fits, and then I just was like, oh, I guess he makes it back. Why not?
Okay. Okay, I'm good for now.
So something I want to talk about, yo, Sai.
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
You good?
Sai.
Because you kind of took on a different shape, and it looked like it hurt like hell.
It wasn't pleasant, let me tell you that.
Didn't
I
look
also
it.
Didn't look it.
wasn't aware I could do that. I love that,
Yeah,
brother.
you're ugly. You're so ugly.
Thanks.
Put a
Love
bag on
it.
her head.
In sync.
I mean,
Oh, that's banned. Sorry.
I wasn't aware I could do that, so there's that. Fun little tidbit of information.
So that just kind of happened.
Well, do you remember what happened in the swamp where I could just like see whatever that thing was?
Yeah, I remember
Yes.
that part.
Question a little bit because I
I
couldn't
don't know.
see it.
We were trying.
So
Like, we
was there
needed
more
get
to it?
through, and it was hard to see, and we needed to see a clear path through. And I kind of just, I guess, I intended to do it, and then the magicked, and I could see.
So you're like, I want to see better, and then your eyes were like, sounds okay to me. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, but
I can see
the turning
clearly
half
now.
dragon thing was kind of different. It just like was kind of similar. Like the intent to protect was there. So I
So
wanted
if you're
to be
saying,
better.
so this has a lot of effects that you don't even know about. What else has happened to you? Did you see anything else that we need to know about? Did you feel anything else that we should be worried about?
Sai kind of glances at Onyx.
I'm gonna
But
just say an infernal. We'll talk about that later.
as she nods.
Do I
So
hear that?
far,
Anyone
Yeah,
who
you're
speaks
talking
infernal can
conversation.
hear that.
All right, so I'm
Let me check
gonna
my-
kind of nod at Onyx, acknowledging that I heard
I'm
that.
just gonna nod back at you.
I'm just gonna question why he spoke in a different language about the question asked.
Yeah, I'm also gonna look a little confused.
Nobody
So,
else speaks
Sai-
here, right?
Or
Just
knowledge.
No.
Anyone who does has not disclosed that they can.
Okay.
Nor do they have
So-
to.
Sai kind of like
Important addition.
reaches for the shirt and kind of like pulls down the area where the aberrant dragon mark would be. This kind of showed up.
What did you?
So, quick question for Sai: does it look like a scar or just like a tattoo? What does the aberrant dragon mark look like?
I think it was described, if I remember, the last time when she showed it to me was that it was like it looked like a scar, but at the time it was glowing. I don't know
Like
if that's a
it's-
constant glow, but it looked like a scar, like a scratch.
Pretty sure from, if Ophis correct me, it's a circular with just like
Yeah,
What's
so
it- what is it?
It looks like the scar you would get when you're impaled. So imagine like
Yeah.
getting stabbed, but over
Oh.
that scar is 3 slashes that look like they were made by
Yeah.
claws, and those slashes
That's why I thought it looked
and
like
those
a scratch. Okay.
slashes always ambiently crackle with faint lightning. Like it just never goes away. Not enough to hurt.
It does glow
It doesn't conduct electricity. It doesn't create light, but if you stare at it, it always sparkles like just a little bit with like webs of lightning.
So when we were staying at that tavern that night, this showed up, and I have been having nightmares ever since. But I can also assume, or I'm assuming, that it is related to why I can do the magic that I can see or whatever, and become whatever the hell half dragon thing I was. But don't know why I have it.
Does it hurt at all?
It hurt when it happened, and it kind of aches a little bit after I've had a nightmare. Like a constant reminder of what I was living through. But otherwise, no, not right now.
Hmm.
Do you remember what I told you when I read that book in the library?
About Emberhorn?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if
yes.
it's related to that? I mean, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know who I was, who my parents were, why they left me with Mervala. I know nothing about where I came from or why I'm like this and why I have my magic.
Well, hopefully we can find you some answers, but honestly, what matters is who you are right now and what you want to do. And we'll be here for you. Even if it is scary and we don't know what's going on, I feel like all of us are also going through changes. And he appears to hesitate, changes and experiences. But I think yours, we have the most questions about. Not an accusatory, but
You
I
and me
mean,
both. And then that orb thing, whatever was in that bag that Bang had.
I feel like that will have a lot of answers for you, considering that's the only thing you were found with when you were
And
dropped
on the
off.
bright side, we got done what we needed to do to get that back for you.
But that's the thing. They're here. I thought we had more time. We're
I
not
wonder.
ready.
I wonder if the wizard unearthed something from long, long ago, and when it touched air, it became alive again. Like maybe his reanimation magic brought something back that never really
Wait.
left or was destroyed.
What air didn't make it come back to life. It was under the dirt. It just finally got re-exposed.
That's what I mean. When it like saw light, it woke up again. We don't know. It
I
doesn't
think it
look
was just
like
too
it
weak to
came
move.
here. It looked like it's always been here, based off of
Yeah,
what we saw.
I agree with that.
I agree with Calyx. This one seems to, because also think about it.
Could've almost been
They said
grave.
that this has been going on for what, like 2 weeks or so? A few weeks? This thing's clearly been here. The Dragon General just woke up a week ago when we met each other. So that kind of matches that this thing might have always been here. And clearly, the corpse's hand is up to some sketchy shit.
Do you think they're related? Do you think they have a stake in this?
I don't know if they have a stake in this,
I
or
just
if
don't think they know what
understand.
they're messing with.
Absolutely agree with Cole there. They don't know what they're getting into.
So that means we have to go follow what the guy said in his note.
I think that his army might have been destroyed by the Star Scourge. I don't know if we had an advantage over it because of our soul weapons or not. But correct me if I was wrong, but the journal said Ravage. If Ravage ran away from it, he might be trying to rebuild his army for Fishbane. And
Well, they
sounds like it
mentioned
was 2 weeks ago.
Risen too. So it can't be that long ago. And they talk about how he sunk the hand's initial plan.
Mm-hmm.
And now there
So-
needs to be catch up. So does that
how
mean
many
they're...
of
Oh, sorry, you go.
how many of these guys do we think are gonna run around doing their own schemes, disrupting everything else? How many of these grave sites like this seems like it could have been a grave? How many of these are there that are around? It could be endless.
There's 10 members that we know of.
Yeah.
Plus, people like Risen who are trying to become the 10.
Yes.
But
No,
at
but
that
I'm
point,
saying
we consider any necromancer.
This thing didn't need a necromancer, obviously. So, what if they're looking for more of these and trying to control one?
Good luck
I
with
think
that.
Risen was way out of his depth. Based on what it sounds
He
like,
was
maybe
just
they
a
could
dumb
have.
kid.
He's definitely in the depths now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Got him. Got it.
Or I mean, Ravage, the one who unearthed
Yes.
this one. Maybe they were trying to control the Dragon General, but they didn't know what was going on.
for clarity, just in case I wrote it wrong, because I can't remember how I wrote the note. It was a first person note in which Ravage was mentioned, so it was written in a way that would imply that they were speaking about someone else named Ravage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was.
I
It
might-
does
And
not
they were
appear
going-
unless they were.
they were-
Yeah, unless they were talking about themselves in third person. You don't know.
No,
but
they
it seems
weren't.
like the way it was written, they were
let me-
referring to Risen and Ravage as others. So it would more than.
However, I
likely,
refuse to let Ravage boss me around any longer. While I may have been sent here for the idiotic task of recon, I have no intention of doing so. The forest creaks with life and bleeds unnatural magics that only a master mage like myself can detect, so I intend to travel to the center of the forest and find a long-forgotten mass grave. So they knew the mass grave was here, but did they know that the creature was too? He must have died because his journal was at the bottom. There's no way he...
What were
no, he dropped.
No,
it.
he didn't. No, he didn't die here.
He got away based on what Cole told us.
You know from Cole's vision, the monster watched him
Right,
run
right.
away with a few less skeletons.
So then he is going to Fishbane, right? They're marching to Fishbane.
I think he has to find another mass grave first.
And she won't be alive.
Because this was written before this thing got unearthed.
He could have
Which was
switched
how long
lands.
ago? Yeah.
This could have scared the hell out of him and changed everything. Because if he was only supposed to do recon, I know he said he wouldn't. What was he possibly looking for then that he stumbled across this in a grave?
Well, it sounds like he was a necromancer, so he was probably just trying to raise the dead so he could have an army.
And he accidentally unearthed this. Star Scourge.
So do you
Points
think
at
he's looking for
abomination.
another
You
ma-
know this.
You know this.
So
the
do you think
abomination.
he could
That's
be
the thing
possibly
that
trying
we're-
to find another mass grave that can have another one of these, but he's hoping it doesn't?
Yeah, I guess that's the big question. Was it an accident that he found this, or was it intentional? And I don't think we're going to find an answer for that
Cole,
without asking them
Cole,
directly.
roll
Yeah.
an insight check.
Insight check.
What is wrong with you?
Insight.
A lot of things.
12's good enough. Hearing that in the echo makes me
That
hear
didn't
that?
sound good.
Yeah, unimportant.
Did you hear that from my mic? She
Yes.
muted her
Yes.
second time this time.
Yeah.
Cole, with the 12, you recall on the memories you got from the ring, you kind of examine the guy in the cloaks' face from the amalgamation's perspective when it first kind of like bursts out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Inciting it though as though you were the amalgamation, just kind of like reading his body language, he was very clearly surprised. Like, and as a result, it broke down into a combat where he lost his valuable journal and had to run away. It gives the implication that more than likely he was not expecting, at the very least, he was not expecting something alive to be in the hole. And he was definitely not expecting to actually have to fight something. He seemed pretty confused, which immediately turned into fear when it tried to kill him. Like, you could, it was very clear on his face because he wasn't trying to hide it because he didn't know he was being watched. He was like, oh,
Okay.
fuck. And then it devolved into a combat almost immediately.
Okay. So I'll relay that. So he was definitely scared, surprised at a bare minimum. So we can't take that book necessarily at face value because it was written before, like we said. I think what we need to do first at this point, if we're kind of done in this field in a moment after we talk a little more, we need to head back to logging camp and see if we can get a direction of where this guy went, if he went back in that direction, which seems to be. And we need to see if anybody saw him run out.
True. Okay, it's definitely
then
worth
from
it.
there-
I agree we should probably leave the woods and we can keep talking along the way out.
I would like to ask one question. So does anybody want to explain? Because I was kind of far away. What did I see Flower do?
So,
Concrete scraping noise. Everyone turns to look at the 6-year-old. Just.
Sai
Real quick.
reaches her hand out to hold Flower's hand.
She's just sitting there playing with grass because you guys are all talking about stuff that's way over her head.
Oh, never mind. She can continue playing with grass.
Is that a short joke?
Did she
Well-
teleport?
We remember what Risen was doing to her, right? Siphoning magic out of her. She-
Yeah.
She teleported to the thing and used magic to try and help us kill it.
I don't know
Uh,
many children that can teleport.
No, me neither.
And do more damage than me.
Well, to be fair, you weren't having a good go of it. And that thing
You
was
were having a hard time.
crazy.
The teleportation though too was also like with almost like portal teleportation, but not necessarily a portal. Like it was weird how it worked.
Mm.
She went. I thought. Correct me if I'm wrong. She went into like a slime puddle.
She threw a glob of acid,
She melted.
and then when
And
it
then
hit, and then
appeared
it
where-
hit the creature, and then she melted into where she was standing and appeared from the puddle, and then
Yeah.
did
Teleported.
and then sunk back into the puddle and popped up where she left from.
So is this not concerning to anyone? To at least
Sai glances at Onyx again.
Universe glances at Sai, the half dragon. Apparently, is that the weirdest thing you've seen today?
Listen,
Universe glances at the star amalgamation. Is that the weirdest thing you've seen today?
Sai's never seen the void darkness thing that is existing in either of these people that seemingly have no light.
You didn't
Never
not
seen
say
a
that out
child
loud.
melt into a blob and then somehow reappear from said blob next to a monster. And
No,
then
you
do it
just turn
again.
in, you just turn into mist and do the same thing.
Yes.
Well, anyhow,
I'm also much
she has
older than
magic,
said
so
child.
that's something to be aware of. Which is probably maybe reason to why things have happened to her the way that they've happened. But I don't really want to dig into this right now. I don't think it's our biggest priority.
Well, I'm just worried if they're after her for some reason. Not saying to give her up. I have no intent of just letting that person let her die, but that also puts a target on our back. Possibly.
We already have a
need to
target on our
understand.
back.
You have,
Yeah, but if
you
she's
have
a
so
direct
many targets on your back.
Didn't
You're running
you
out of
say you had nothing
space.
to do with the kid?
If
Wait,
she's
who are we talking about right
if
now?
she's possibly a homing device, we need to know why, so we can help her. If anything, we got to figure something out. Can't just forget about this. That's all I'm saying. For
Well,
now.
we should still bring her to her sister. I think that is the
That's okay with
solution.
me.
because that'll probably solve. She seems to really favor her sister, so there has to be
If-
something there for her.
There might not be either. We need to keep that in mind.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Okay.
Let's head back to the logging camp and see if anybody saw this cloaked individual run out, and see if anybody bumped into him. Maybe got some other information, possibly.
Okay, so you
You think
guys,
that's-
you guys are all making your way. You're gonna you could still talk, but you're gonna basically start walking and talking like back of your way through the woods.
To
Calyx is
clarify-
outside with the dog right now.
That's fine.
To clarify, there's like bodies in an essence here that we should tell them, like that we can tell them to try and come back and recover, or there's really nothing left.
No, so Calyx and
They're all
Sai,
rotten.
when Calyx and Sai and Adder actually did their investigation check, they basically pulled all the human bodies out and investigated them and kind of lined them up, because Calyx was looking for identifying information, and then Ataraxia kind of deconstructed the actual creature and found the core, which has since basically started melting and steaming away once you broke it. So really you're looking at like one big pile of rotten vines and like bone matter, and then like 14 to 16 corpse at various stages of decay that you kind of have like lined up.
Well, I know Calyx is outside, but I'm sure he's going to say we should throw them in the hole and bury them as a respect thing.
Or should we tell the logging camp how to get here
To
and maybe
identify.
They can identify some of the remains and
Get
give
some closure.
Yeah. Because I will say, Chief did tell you that like this section of the forest was a forested section. Like, they actively were able to come here without issue and get trees. The reason they stopped is because they kept disappearing. So, like, they know where this area is. If you told them, if you're like, oh, go to this clearing, they would know where that is. They're just too scared to go in the woods because they kept dying. If you could convince them that it is safe, you could be like, oh, go into that clearing. All your buddies are there, and they would know where this is. You wouldn't need to physically guide them.
Okay, yeah, we'll probably do that then and let them get their own closure and stuff.
Is there a way? Does anybody have a way to maybe protect the area, protect bodies, just in case? Because if we want to give them an opportunity to come and recover the corpses or anything, you wouldn't want wild animals just coming in and taking them all and scattering them. Does anybody have a way to stop? Yeah, do you understand what I'm saying?
The only spell, I'll tell you this, the only spell that does that is a spell called Gentle Repose. Clerics get it, paladins get it, druids get it. Both of you pick your spells on long rest. Neither of you prepared that spell today, and you don't have a cleric. So
I don't think
I have that
that
anyway.
spell,
Well,
let alone.
Hey, can
Prepared it.
Addy turn into a dog and piss around it and mark its territory and scare
Oh
the other
my
ones away?
god.
Just 'cause that's gonna work.
also,
That is a hot
Actually,
take.
yeah,
it is, but I actually
Yeah.
do think it's possible.
it is possible. I will also say, before you desecrate this site of death, if you recall, when I described you breaking the shard, I said that dark influence that like you could feel. Because remember, when you entered this clearing, it was dead silent. There was no
it
bugs,
felt
no
horrible.
birds, no anything. That kind of like evil choking. It almost felt cold, like the outreaches of space on your skin. It was so alien. Well, as soon as you broke the shard, you felt that's kind of starting to dissipate. But I think Bronte's rolled for it. It would probably dissipate over the course of like a week. Because that's how lair actions work. They go away after a week without the creature. So you think that no monster or regular beast is going to just walk in this clearing and hang out for at least a week. Because their innate like animal instincts is still going to tell them that this is like a danger zone. Because the essence of that creature is still kind of lingering.
It's like when Big Shark swims up on Widow Sharks.
So I
Yeah.
doubt anything is gonna want to come around and be here.
All
Yeah,
right.
anything
So
that felt
yeah.
it couldn't take the amalgamation would more than likely avoid this place.
All right. Let's start
Okay.
wandering back.
Yeah, let's go.
So, real quick, sorry to do this to everybody. Cole asked the question about flour, and then I had to walk the dog for 2 minutes, and then I came back, and it was Sai speaking about something. What did I miss? The quick TLDR.
They are now aware that Flower can do magic, and everyone's agreed that people might be coming after her because Risen was also using her for magic. But
Okay.
no one is to the
I'm
point where
working
they
the
think that
home
they should get rid of her yet. That they're still going to bring her to her sister, but they're going to keep an extra close eye on her. Basically,
Sounds like
that's
a
how that
game plan.
conversation went.
I'm cool with that. Thank you.
And then the
And
other
then
thing,
we're
the
just
other,
back
to the
and the
logging
other thing that
camp.
got asked was basically like, should we throw all the bodies in the hole and bury them, or should we go tell people that they're here and then have them come get picked up? And then everyone kind of was leaning towards go tell them to get picked up so that they could be like sent home.
Closure.
Okay.
Yeah. As opposed to throwing them in an already used mass grave.
I mean, that's fair. Do we want to like lay them all out, or just let
You
them-
already
you
did.
guys
You
already
already did that when you investigated them, because remember you took all their money. So
Oh my god.
I didn't take all that. Did I,
I
take
didn't-
all their money?
Sai
or
did.
it
Sai,
ended
Sai
up in my
did, and then,
pocket?
no, Sai did, and then she gave
no.
it to you, and you're like, okay, I'll hold that, and then you put it in your pocket. It was 14 gold of mixed
Oh
coins.
my god.
Yep, I got it right here.
Yep.
Also, completely not related to this current episode. When I was watching things back, pretty sure I stole all of Sai's jerky with my mage hand, and all of a sudden she had jerky to snack on last episode that I wasn't here.
I stole it back.
No, the fuck you didn't.
Pretty sure you didn't steal all her jerky.
No, the fuck you didn't.
No, so the way jerky
Okay,
works,
definitely
right?
did.
So the way jerky works is every ration you have is technically comprised of one water skin and then hardtack, jerky, dried fruit, and nuts. So basically, whenever
Oh,
she says,
she's
I
got
eat
rat.
some jerky, she's eating one ration's worth of jerky, but she's got like 6
Okay.
rats. So you would have to basically spend an hour going through her entire bag and opening up every individually packaged food thing, only pulling one piece of meat out and then resealing it. And you haven't really done that yet.
No, it's fine. I was just making sure because I stole the jerky and she stole from the guards.
Well, you also got to remember, she also stole a bunch of jerky from the king and then put it in the magical bag of
Yep.
holding that Brontes has. So technically, she has a near infinite supply of jerky. So
I
she
have
goes
a
to
lot.
Brontes first.
I have a
Brontes, can
lot
I
of jerky.
can I have the jerky that's in the bag? Can I have it, please?
Holds out open bag.
Mage hand is gonna swipe that shit from her hand.
I slap the mage hand.
The mage hand, well, the mage hand's invisible, so you can't do that. But what you do
No,
all watch, what you do all watch,
Sai
you guys
invokes
watch
true
as
sight to see the
Yeah.
mage hand.
you guys watch as the mage hand, like, well, you don't see the mage hand. Cole, you see the mage hand because you're the one controlling it. You watch as the second the fingers break the bridge of the holy bag of holding that purifies everything that's in it, you watch as it instantly gets dispelled. The second it crosses the bound of the entrance of the lip of the
No,
bag.
I said I was reaching out, grabbing it out of like as Sai is grabbing it.
Okay, I
I'm snagging
cast
that shit out of
melts.
her hand in front
I
of her
cast
face.
melts minute meteor around the bag.
No! No!
Jesus Christ. Ophis, no! Boom, 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 boom.
I'm snagging that shit right from her grimy
Well,
little hand.
I'll tell you this right now: the mage hand has a limit of 10 pounds, and the grip strength of a human is way higher than 10 pounds. So if you're gonna try to take that out of her hands, you have to do it as Cole.
I can't just roll really good and get it before she actually grips
No.
it.
No, because the way that bag
Like
of
reaching
holding
in the
works,
bag to pull
it
it
doesn't
out.
exist.
Put your hand in,
it doesn't
and it
exist until
appears
you put
in
your
your
hand in.
hand.
It appears in your hand. It's magic. So it appear in her hand already. You would need to somehow pull it out of her hand, and the grip strength of a human is way higher than 10 pounds. Even someone tiny like Sai. Like, you're gonna need to use. You could do it with your hands and basically like worm her fingers open and grab it.
Wrestle her for the
But
jerky.
you'd have
Listen,
to wrestle
fine.
her for it.
As she's reaching in the bag of jerky, I'm gonna try to draw a mustache and then we can leave.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
He said, defeated with his party. He said, adding 30 more health to the next star scourge.
Oh my god! Enjoy that, bitch.
Cool. Sai,
Oh, no.
you are so
24 health gets added to the next star
yeah,
score.
you are so locked in on. You're like, oh boy, infinite jerky. In fact, you pull out a fistful of jerky, and you realize that what you pull out is not the jerky that you put in. It's like slightly shiny, and all like the seasonings and all the dry age is gone, as it's been purified to a point of like not spoiled, but not being aged, because like the degradation of the meat has been undone. So it is now basically like pristine day one jerky with no seasoning. And you're like, oh, that's so crazy that it did that, and you don't realize that a mustache has appeared on your face.
Is that the second mustache? Because I never wiped the other mustache off my
The other one
face.
slowly went away.
No, the other one washed away. It was a week.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
assuming you bathe at some point during the day.
Oh,
I
yeah,
hope.
no.
Also, I
yeah,
love how I
did.
can do that for a freaking mustache, but apparently stealing a potion, I rolled that freaking 2.
Yay.
Can I?
Or is it just eating like raw
Can we leave
slabs
now?
of, like,
Yeah, can we
unseasoned
leave?
meat?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
let's-
Can you?
Oh.
Yeah. So the way returning down through the forest is gonna go basically is, it's really really easy because it's still daytime and you've already traversed this forest, and you no longer need to stealth or be sneaky because the main threat of this forest is basically gone. So it's going to be literally one survival roll of a very low check to basically retrace your footsteps. Like, you fought for like 30 seconds, almost 45 seconds. Your footprints are literally still in the mud. Like, they haven't even washed out yet. So you're basically just backtracking. So one person make a survival check, and then and if it's, so long as it's not less than 10, you're gonna pretty easily get back to the camp on the first try.
Okay.
I have
I
a
have a-
5.
I have a 5
4.
also.
What is it? Sorry, I was
Survival.
Survival.
I have a 1.
Shut up.
I have a 4.
My survival is 1.
I believe
Okay, so-
Calyx, Ataraxia, and Cole all tied for survival, and then I think Ataraxia had the best perception, if I'm not mistaken. But you don't even need perception because you're not stalking.
Alright, so any one of us, I don't care.
Yeah, anyone with
Okay,
the plus
real
5.
quick, the child is zooming, so let me know if you need me to roll anything while I fight for my life.
Alright, so yeah, thank you, Interact.
Hey, 24. So that's
Nice.
way higher than 10. So you effortlessly, through the course of another hour or so, blitz the entire forest. Easy, no problem. And you return to the logging camp at just around the turn of the hour. It is now just about 4 o'clock.
Whoever wants to relay information to the doctor, because I think 2 of you said you definitely wanted to go back to her.
Yeah.
I want to go to the tavern and see if we can get any information on this guy running out of here.
Side, you want to go with me? We'll talk to Chief and just let him know what happened, where everything is.
That's Chief's at the tavern's where I'm going.
I'm going
You
to the
said you're gathering
doctor.
other information.
I'm gonna ask everybody there. I'd start with him if he knows everything.
Okay, but I'm talking about relaying the information about what happened and.
All right, you're going with me, regardless of the same place. Who's going
Yeah,
back?
I'll
To
Yeah.
the
So basically,
doctor?
basically just tell me who's
Ataraxia,
going to
I'm
the
going back to the
apothecary.
doctor.
Okay, so Ataraxia
I'm
is
going to the apothecary.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Who's going?
If it's
first.
okay, I'd like to go alone. Unless somebody
Okay.
else has something else they important.
Are
to
you
me to
sure?
talk to
You're
about.
good.
I'm sure.
Heidi's a big girl. She
Okay.
can take care of herself.
And pause.
I didn't say anything wrong
That's
with it. I
where
asked a
big
freaking
reveal. The doctor's a changeling, and she kills Ataraxia because you let her split the
Oh my
party.
god.
Haha, I got you all.
Whoops!
You should have marked your territory.
Yeah.
Should have marked your territory.
All right, let's just.
Right. Well, we
Go.
will do
All right.
while you guys are all going. Well, since it's just a one-on-one conversation with Addie, we'll bang that out quick. And then, so as you guys are walking to the tavern, you're going to meet up with Chief and everyone else and give them all the good news. Ataraxia, you walk over to the apothecary's hut. You knock on the door and peek through, and you see that she is currently tending to that unnamed gentleman who is still currently, let's call it, anesthetized with borderline poison. And she is currently like wiping the sweat off of his forehead and kind of like cleaning that residue off his lips.
So I'm gonna peek my head in and say, "Hello, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was hoping that maybe we could talk."
She turns around and she's like, "Oh, someone's here." And then she looks up and she sees just you and not the other 5 people. And she's like, "Oh no! Oh no! Are they all dead?"
God, no! Oh my gosh, no! We are all fine. We took care of the problem in the woods. Everything's fine. They all went to let everybody else in the tavern know.
Yeah, they're all on a
I
farm.
personally.
They're all on a really nice farm.
Yeah. I personally wanted to come speak with you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great to hear. That's fantastic. I'm glad everyone's okay. What was it? Was it like a troll that came down from the woods, or like an animal?
Well,
Funny you
Not
should
quite.
ask.
we didn't discuss what we would tell the people what it was.
You are correct.
No, we did
you
not.
didn't discuss that, and I was waiting for you to.
Just a
So now the
massive
person with
blob.
no charisma gets to come up with a lie, and you better hope that you all tell the same lie at the tavern. Otherwise, there's going to be a conflict.
It was a trade.
Sorry.
We're rolling grave.
Should we all
It's a big
Should we all
blob.
deafen for this conversation since we're not there?
I'm trusting you to not be metagamers.
Okay, I thought
I didn't even hear what the lie was. To be totally
Perfect.
honest, being
She
I
hasn't
didn't
said it
even
yet.
say it yet.
No one said a lie yet.
Oh, you just said you're going to lie. Great.
She's gonna
Well,
have to.
I can't exactly tell her the truth.
Sure you can.
Good
What's the
thing
downside?
Addie and
What's the downside to telling
Addie
you the
and
truth?
the person who's playing its charisma score would probably be good at lying.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, technically speaking, there's nothing stopping you from telling her the truth. Physically. There's nothing physically stopping you from telling her the truth.
To lie or not to lie?
If I'm being honest, I don't really know how to put into words what we fought. Let's just say that it was extremely dangerous, and I hope we never have to deal with another one again.
Wow, that's vague. Okay.
What's
And-
the point?
Yeah, and then she's like, "Oh, okay, if you don't, you're monster hunters. If you don't want to tell me, you don't have to. You could just say you don't want to tell me. Like, it's not my job, you know. I'm just curious."
I don't want to tell you. It's just that it's probably better if you don't know.
Okay, so that's fine, so long as there isn't another one I need to worry about.
As of right now, we don't think there is.
She pauses. You don't think, or you know?
Oh no.
And she like kind of
I
like
don't
stares.
like-
She kind of stares at you with an authoritative like face, and she's like, "Because I am in charge of everyone's safety." Looks at the kid she can't heal. And it would be really bad if other people got hurt like this and I couldn't help them. So, if possible, could you guarantee me? that it's okay?
As far as we know, it's safe.
I'm debating on having you roll
To
deception.
To our current knowledge,
Yeah.
it is safe.
Fine, I'll let it ride for now. I'll let you
Statistically
squirm.
speaking, it can't happen twice.
Yeah,
in the
right.
same
It's like
spot.
lightning. It's like lightning. She's like, okay,
well,
then.
technically, I could. Never mind.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Like a shark attack in a freaking freshwater lake.
Yeah.
Can't happen
What are
twice.
the
We're not gonna talk about the witch bolt spell.
Yeah. And then she will go, okay, then. Well, if that's all set, what did you need to talk about?
I wanted to ask you about the other druid companion that you had mentioned earlier.
Ah, yes, from back in the day.
When you say back in the day, how long ago was back in the day?
Oh, probably. She kind of like rubs her chin and kind of like gazes wistfully. And she's like, oh, probably close to 30 years, maybe 35. I was just leaving home at the time.
And have you seen this companion since then, or is that the last time you saw them?
No. I haven't seen them since I left. I met them. I'm from, and she's like, I'm terribly sorry, I'm so rude. I'm from Kingspear. I was just leaving town on I wanted to be a traveling healer. And boy, did I bite off more than I could chew. Almost immediately I found myself without money, without food, starving on the side of the road, and I took to the woods just outside the city for shelter and to hope maybe find something, forge up something, you know? And that's when I found them. They were just in the woods. They saw how bad a place I was in. They gave me this berry. I ate it and I felt like I'd eaten all I could eat for the day. It was amazing. And then in my naivete, I just kind of followed them around for a while and never really officially became a student, but they taught me the ways of the woods for a couple of months until I could feel as though I could fend for myself and earn a living. And then I continued on with my journey from there. I made my way across the empire, and I took up jobs here or there as small-time healers, and now I'm here. I'm the, she puts up air quotes, head healer of the Orange Bloom logging facility. It was a mundane job until looks at guy she can't heal recently.
You mind if I ask the name of your friend or companion?
Oh, she was always changing her name. It seemed like anytime we ever met with anyone who knew her, they always knew her by a different name. I took to calling her Spruce, just as a nickname, and she responded to it. I never felt the need to change it. And the day I left, it was always still Spruce. I'm sure she has 100 different ones from 100 different students, but she never had an issue with mine.
Okay. I just I had a similar experience in that area, and I was just wondering if maybe it was the same person.
She'll kind of like think, and she'll go, well, and she kind of looks at you, who is not a human, and she goes, well, I don't know how old you are, but when I was with them, they were the only one who would call themselves a druid in that forest. There wasn't competition, so to speak. I couldn't tell if that's changed since then, but at least at the time, it was always just them. People left them well enough alone.
The last time I saw her was over 10 years ago, at least. So I'm not sure, but I guess it's not very helpful if you haven't seen them in a long time.
Yes, it's been decades, unfortunately. I'd love to make my way back over there again, but I'm grown old and everything I have is here, basically. I don't know if I ever made the journey, especially with without some sort of
Quack, quack,
way
quack, quack.
across. I just don't know if it'd be a safe journey, if I'd make it back, if I'd want to come back.
I've learned stuff.
I've just never done it.
Okay, well, I guess that's all I came here for. Do you need is there anything I can do to help you with the boy that's unwell?
She looks at him and she's like, "Well, with rest, his wounds are healing. I don't know what we can do for him mentally. That's gonna be up to him. Wounds of the mind are not something that can be healed with potions. Only with time and companionship and friends and support systems. If he has that, maybe in years' time he'll find himself better off, no different than a soldier coming back from war. But if he doesn't, he may never get better. He may be plagued with nightmares forever. And there's nothing either of us can do about that."
Well, I hope that is not what the future holds for him. I hope
As do
that
I.
he can
As do I.
find the peace that he needs. Anyways, thank you for your time. I'll leave you to it.
And she goes, "Actually, how you've been so helpful in all you've done. Let me give you this." And you watch as she walks over to like a dresser, like a wooden dresser, and she pulls open the top drawer, and she sees as she kind of reaches into the drawer and she pushes down on it, and it reveals a false bottom. And she reaches in and she pulls out what appears to be like a long white strip of like birch bark that has been like stripped off the tree, and it appears to have been dried. And there is what looks like charcoal pencil drawing of what looks like two portraits, like a joint portrait, and it looks like a 16 or 17-year-old human girl, and then next to her is someone wearing very clearly like druidically inspired outfit. The facial features are not like super detailed. They're kind of, because it's charcoal, it's not like perfect, but it is a very familiar silhouette outline and like general like facial structure, outfit, height kind of description.
I
a
can
very
recognize
recognizable
it.
one. And then she goes,
Mhm.
"I don't know if who you're looking for is the same person I knew, but if you show them this, they'll at least know that you helped me. So if you're looking for a favor, or if you're looking for help or shelter, or if you just need a place to stay, if they know that you're friends with me, they're more, even if they're not who you think they are, they'll at least give you a helping hand." And she hands it to you. And you can add charcoal portrait of druid and student to your inventory.
I'll I'll take the portrait in a shaky deep breath and nod to her and say thank you very much.
"No, thank you." And she'll go back to attending to the guy.
And I'm gonna head towards the tavern to join up with everybody else.
Meanwhile, at the tavern, everybody else walks into a tavern. It's so quiet.
Ow.
Ow!
Thank you. It's so quiet you can hear a pin drop as the door of the tavern creaks open, and everyone stops what they're doing and they stare at the entrance to the tavern, and they just see everyone who literally like an hour and a half ago, because you went through the forest so quick, it hasn't even been like the length of an episode of Game of Thrones, and they're like, did you get lost? Do you need another map? They're like, it's that way, and they point to the forest.
No, actually, where's Chief?
He stands up.
Chief,
Maybe we should talk about it.
Chief, can we just can we talk with you privately? I don't know who wants to be part of that conversation.
Wow.
Sure.
Okay.
So real quick, so everyone's in the tavern except for Addie, right?
Yeah, literally everybody in this camp except for Addie and the apothecary are in this room.
So I'm gonna kind of huddle at the three. If me, Sai, and Onyx would like to go talk to Chief, to Calix and Brontes, do you guys want to go let people know that they can go try to get closure and stuff?
Well, I think that's why we're talking to Chief first.
To kind of, he knows how to break the news the best, but
You're
at
gonna
the
let him
same
be the
time,
bad
I was
guy,
ready
you
to
know?
drink with everybody, to be honest. But that works too. That's fine.
Yeah, I think let's talk to Chief first because he might want to handle this delicately.
Well, I
Okay.
think they all know that everybody's dead, to be completely honest. But the best way to break it to him, I agree, Chief might know.
I feel like Chief is the best.
All
'cause
right,
he knows,
so
he's
let's
been
see if we
spending
can
the
get
time.
Chief to do a private, out of earshot of other people.
Yeah. So Chief, is there a spot we could just talk privately real quick?
He looks around. The kitchen.
Okay.
He kind of looks at like the bartender, and the guy like shrugs, and he knocks on like the door behind him, like the waiter kind of window, and the waiter and the chef kind of come out, and they kind of look confused, and they're like, "Kitchen's all yours," and they just kind of stand
Thanks,
there idly.
guys.
Now I'd like to roll whatever it would be to check, or I guess perception, see if anybody's trying to listen in.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand why we're keeping this private. Is my question.
I also thought the plan was to tell everybody, but you guys are
Yeah.
the one
Yeah.
deciding what we're doing here. So yeah, perception.
They
see
want to
if-
keep more private, and at that point, I'm like, listen, if we're gonna tell well, I don't know. At this point, we're not sure exactly what we're gonna tell them, and we know that people, we're running around doing other things for the corpse hand. I don't know if there's a spy here or something.
Even if there was a spy around here, I feel like everybody's going to find out that the monster in the woods is dead.
Well, I don't
You know.
know what kind of information you three were gonna say, so I just wanted to check the surrounding area. Never mind.
I was just following your brother's lead, so
Never mind. Talk.
So are we going into the kitchen or?
Yes.
Okay, so we enter the kitchen. It's just the 5 of you and Chief, so the 6 of you. You are seemingly alone in the kitchen.
Chief, we want to talk to you privately because, so good news is we took care of the monster. We have great navigators that got us to a clearing in record time, and we were ambushed, and we took care of the creature that has been plaguing you, and we know this because we found the bodies of several people, and this is why we wanted to have a private conversation, is because we weren't sure how you would like to handle this. If you'd like to send a group to go collect the bodies, if you want to talk to everybody first, we want to see how you want to handle this because I don't know how delicate this is to you, but we left the bodies there so that you can bring them back or bury them and get whatever closure everybody needs. But we have taken care of it.
You see, over the course of you talking, like you could see the emotions on his face change rapidly. Where at first you're like, yeah, we found the monster, we killed it, it's dead, and you see him get like super, super happy, and he's like about to like let out like a hoot and a holler, and then you're like, yeah, and we found everyone who's missing is dead, and he's like, oh no, damn, we thought, but we were hoping that maybe they weren't. Like you could see like the roller coaster of emotions going on in his face, and then once you finish talking, it kind of finally settles, and he's like really contemplative, and he's like, that's tragic that everybody's dead, but you say you killed it. That's the best thing you could have said. We we don't need to live in fear anymore. We can get back to work. We can. And then he like kind of like looks around. He's like, the sun. It's almost 4. We can't leave them out there after dark. We can't disrespect them more than we already have. And he like, you can tell he wants to go and leave the room and go get people to go get them. Do you stop him? Like, it looks like he's gonna go tell everybody so that everyone can go and go help. Like, because it's like 16 dead guys. You're gonna need like 30 guys to go get them in one trip. And he obviously doesn't want them out there after dark.
What's the daytime, like, what's the daylight situation here?
It's 4 o'clock, so
Daylight.
it's past midday.
I didn't know if we're in daylight savings and it gets late at dark at 5. Like,
The current date is the 5th of September.
So
That
we
really
got
does
daylight
not
till
help me.
7.
7, but remember,
Yeah,
you're
okay.
in the middle of the woods. It gets darker quicker in there because the light is blocked.
Okay.
So, like, to
Well,
safely
I'm gonna-
navigate the woods, you're gonna want more sun than not.
Okay, well, I think we stop. I'm gonna stop him.
He'll
Tell
go,
him.
what's wrong? What's wrong?
Wait, no, I'm not the one that felt the darkness. I can't do that. Never mind.
Felt the darkness of what?
It
Didn't
just
you say certain people felt like the essence that, like, you know, the bigger animal was there and it scared off all the other ones?
No,
We
you all
all
felt that.
did.
You all felt that when
Oh,
you broke
we
the,
did all
you,
feel
you all
that.
felt
Oh,
that when you
okay.
broke the shard. I mean, Brontes and Sire are the only ones who are like magically attuned enough to know that, like I said, it'd be 7 days. They're the only ones who know that it would be about a week. But you know that like whatever was causing the presence was gone. It felt different. But yeah, you specifically aren't enough to know that like
Yeah.
after a
That's why I
specific they're
stopped,
safe
yeah.
for like they're quote unquote safe for a week. However, you also feel like if you told this grieving man, like, you could leave him out in the middle of the fucking woods for one more day, what's the difference? He probably would take offense to that.
yeah. Let's not do that.
So do you stop him from leaving the kitchen?
Well,
or
I assume they need help. Like, we've been that way. We know where to go. I feel like we should at least help.
you can go back in the woods, but like I said before, these guys have been working in the woods for a while.
That's
If
fair.
you
They know
tell
where to
them
go.
the location, they know where that clearing is. They'll go by
Okay,
themselves.
Never mind.
I actually want to ask Chief a question before he runs out of the kitchen. I wanna grab
He
him.
stops and he goes, "Oh, what's wrong? Is something wrong?"
When this all started happening, I need to backtrack a little bit with you before you go disappear and go get your men back. I need to know if you ever noticed someone running out of the woods that per se wasn't a part of your crew. Maybe in a cloak or something. Maybe some skeleton. Did you see anything out of the ordinary
He raises his
right
eyebrow.
before this all started happening?
Did you say skeletons? Like undead? He seems confused by that assertion.
Well, like people who looked kind of like that, but not skeletons. Just like a random man that was running away also.
He'll rub his chin. He'll be like, "Well, we had many men come and go for work. Some came and after only a few days they couldn't handle the physical toll and they left. They ended their contract early. We had some come and had to leave for family reasons or medical reasons. I can't say anyone registered to me as that different than anybody else. None that I can remember that were wearing, as you said, like a black cloak. Most were wearing regular cloth clothes, and they were here to work. If that person
Okay.
came through here, they probably went through the camp either at night when we were sleeping. We don't post guards, because up until the disappearances started, this was completely safe. So there was
Right.
never like a night watch. They could have technically just walked through camp. We never would have thought to look out for it. We have nothing here to steal. So we weren't really concerned about trespassers.
And you don't know anybody that stays up late by any chance that maybe we could talk to? Maybe
And then he kind of looks on the ground. None that are still alive.
Okay,
Okay.
well, thank you for answering our questions.
Thank you for saving us.
I'm
Chief,
glad
do you
we
mind if we? Is there a spot we could stay through the night? Here, is there like a cabin or something we can borrow?
He'll go, "Well, there's a barracks. I mean, there are..." And he kind of somberly says, we have about 16 empty beds. The barrack, you can help yourself to as many beds as you need in the barracks, but we don't have private quarters.
That's fine.
Okay, thank you. We do appreciate it. We don't want to impose, but we'd appreciate it if we could stay here through the night.
I mean, technically, I can't give you those. The foreman would have to, but he'd have to be awfully stupid to tell you you couldn't after what you've done. I don't see him being an issue for you, unless you seek him out, of course.
To go ask?
No, he's saying, like, the foreman's not dumb enough to tell you to, like, kick rocks after you just saved everybody. Like, he's an asshole, but he's not stupid. So long as you don't cause trouble, he's going to look the other way of you taking up the beds for the night.
Was that like a warning not to go talk to the foreman?
You can take it however you want. That is what Chief said.
I kind of want to talk
No.
to the foreman. Oh, no.
I
Also-
wanted to talk to the foreman.
Also, guys, if it's only 4 o'clock, depending on what we're doing, we could also start hitting the road for a few
Sure.
hours.
How long did it
We're
take us to
on
get here? 5
time
days?
crunch.
It took you
I think we
five.
should
It took
get
you.
us-
It took you 5.5 days to get here from Steelmaw.
Yeah, I think we should get as far as we can with the daylight hours, as much as I would like.
Would you like to go to the map to see how close you are to the next town?
I think it's 3.5
Are we-
days.
Are we going to the next town? Oh, we have to just tell somebody to go send a message to.
Should we?
I'll make it. Yeah, I'll make it easy for you. Hold on. Pause.
Double check, make sure we're good to go. If we want to go find this foreman real quick, we can. But I mean, we can ask if he knows anything that the chief doesn't. That's a group decision. I'm not opposed. I'm not for. Whatever. And then we determine where we start heading, and we got to get going.
Okay. You are currently, by the way, you are about 20-ish miles from Orange Bloom. So if you went at a regular pace, you would get there at midnight with 1 level of exhaustion. If you went there at a fast pace, you could probably get there by, like, call it like 9-ish o'clock, 9:30, 10. But you would have been spending most of your day traveling, because you traveled all this morning till noon to get here, and then you spent 2 hours traveling through the woods. So if you didn't camp on the road between here and Orange Bloom, you would probably have to roll to prevent exhaustion. You would be right up on that edge of exhausting yourself.
I don't want to be that guy. I know that we said we'd let Chief go, but I didn't want to chime in because I wasn't a part of the conversation in that little group huddle.
Fair enough.
Should
Chief
we, like, go
materializes
with
back
them?
in the room.
Well, no. I'm just saying, should we like go with them to make sure they don't get like attacked by creatures in the middle of the night? Because Chief wants to go like now, and then we could just have like, I know we're on a time crunch, but I feel like traveling at night is not the best idea, especially after everything we just went through. Especially if we'll just get there exhausted.
There's a chance to get there exhausted. You'd be rolling.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Sai should be rolling every night, but that's.
No, mechanically that thing doesn't. That would be extremely unfair, because if you hit 6, you die instantly. So I'm not going
That's
to
fair.
do that.
Like, we can settle the affairs, make sure everybody gets back safe, and then it'll be fine. And think of it this way: if you need like some form of incentive, that way they have full manpower to get all the lumber to Steelmaw.
And we make sure that everything's back up and running proper.
Exactly.
As proper as it can before heading
And we get
out.
a full night's rest and can leave at first light.
I'm with
After
Caleb
some of
on
us
this
got
one.
swallowed by a giant amalgamation and almost got digested.
Yeah, I'd rather not leave them to just deal with it, because it's a lot, and they've been through enough, and I would like to help them.
So you guys are going to spend the rest of the day helping them take all the bodies out of the woods and like getting their rites prepared and getting them sent back home and all that. And then you're going to be spending the night at the camp, and then leaving at first light?
That is my vote.
Yes, I would say at that point, if we're going to stay, at one point we need to just have a quick 2-minute conversation with foreman at least.
Yeah, I want to have a conversation with the foreman.
Well, I don't mind going to help the people. Well, should we all go together? Or
Yeah, I was gonna say
some
that's
people
the
want to
important thing, because obviously like this is gonna take probably another couple of hours to get this like huge group of people through the woods all the way there, get everything's together, and then lug everybody back, because you don't have carts or anything, right? So you're basically just like 2 guys per body, and then make like some impromptu stretchers, and
Well,
then bring
actually,
everybody out.
question: how are they dragging logs all the way through the woods?
Do
By
they have
hand.
like sleds, log sleds?
They don't have any, log slides or,
By
carts
hand.
that they're dragging.
No, they have no. They have no equipment other than the. They have carts full of logs that have not been processed. It's just logs sitting in like the big meaty, like multi-horse drawn like shipping carts that have been sitting. I said they've been sitting there for a while because they clearly haven't been processed because they've been too scared to make any noise. They do not appear to have any mundane tools other than axes. They don't have sleds. They don't have wedges. They seem to be, now that someone has actually bothered to ask, extremely undersupplied.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have our carts with our horses, though, right?
You would not
Yeah,
be
but
able to
that's
fit those
not
through the
gonna be
woods.
able to
This is,
woods.
remember, this is dense, thicket, unkempt jungle. Like,
Okay.
there's no paths, basically. For something big like a horse-drawn cart, you're never fitting it through.
Would
Well, we made it
because
through a swamp. I was just asking.
There's no
A little
trees
bit
in the
about-
swamp.
a little bit about Calyx's backstory here, because his village was founded. Would I know how to like make a log sled? I feel like I would.
Oh
based
yeah,
off
you
of
could.
my
It's just all these things are gonna take time, and I.
Oh, no, I
and
know,
then
I'm just,
if
like,
you
I'm
want to
gonna
get
leave
your
them with, like-
conversation in with the foreman, he's probably not gonna be in a great mood if you show up at his tent at midnight. You know, if you want
Exactly.
a productive conversation,
Now-
you're probably gonna want to get that before the end of the day.
Right.
Right.
I feel like two
And not
people should
everybody
go talk to the
necessarily needs
foreman.
to. Sorry, what'd you say?
I really
Uh,
want to talk to the foreman.
I was
Alex,
saying
what'd you say? I lost
two
you.
people should probably go talk to the foreman, and the rest should be on defense. Flower obviously stays in the village area.
If I was gonna talk to the
the-
foreman,
So how about
Flower
Wow.
can talk
Stupid
to
son of a
the-
bitch!
We
Why don't
should
they have
not lose
sleds?
Flower's sight.
so how about Sai, myself, and Cole have a conversation? Ataraxia, when she's done with her conversation, Calyx and Brontes, why don't you go help with?
Why would you not go help? You're muscular.
Yeah. What?
If
He
anything,
wants
me,
to talk to
Sai,
the foreman.
We're going for defense.
I have no good strength.
only defense. We're not helping move bodies. You're gonna sit there and
Well,
watch them,
defense
Mr.
and
Big
helping
Man?
move bodies. But in case there's a bear or an owl bear, God forbid, more muscle would be nice as
So
well. Like
you should,
that's
if
why I think
anything,
two people should stay behind, or 4 people should go.
I think
with
me
the,
and Sai
group.
should stay and talk to the foreman because everyone else can help with defense and moving bodies better.
I don't know if I'm technically part of this conversation. If this
You
is
are
an
not.
above board.
You're currently still talking to the apothecary.
Okay.
Yeah, shut up, bitch.
Hey, you split the party.
Out of character. What do you want?
I just don't think I'm. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be very useful if I go with you guys to the woods. I mean, I'm not saying I need to stay back, but I'm not saying. I'm saying just saying I'm not.
The
gonna be very
druid is
helpful. I
not
don't
going to be
have-
very useful in the woods.
Yeah.
Well,
what?
I don't have any
Not
wild
from a
shapes.
navigation
I don't have any
perspective.
wild
Not
shapes
nav.
left, and my strength is shit.
Don't you get him back on a
so-
short rest?
Do I?
I'm pretty sure you
I
do.
thought they were long rests for the druid.
No, I thought they were short rest. Unless that's a higher level thing.
Also thought they were.
That is, I believe, a
Hold
higher
on.
level thing and a circle.
Because she's moon, so all her whole shtick is transformations.
Yeah, I think
But
that's
she could
long
carry
rest.
like a really big like.
No, all druids get expended when you finish a short or long rest. Yeah, it's all druids. I knew I wasn't fucking crazy. All druids get it on a short or long.
Let's be careful. on
Okay,
that.
so
So yeah, you got them back the second you rested. You had them back for the entire walk back through the woods. So you can totally turn
okay,
into
so
two
never
things
mind.
again.
I have 2 wild shapes,
Yeah.
so I take back everything I said.
Retcon.
Through the
Turn into
power
an
of
owlbear and
editing.
start flying people back.
So yeah, I don't mind going, and I'm definitely gonna educate them on how to make primitive log sleds along the way.
I will say we'll roll it when we get there, but it's gonna be like a survival check to like craft a sled, and then they will.
Oh no, I'm just gonna explain it to them because I don't think we should, because it's already like 3-4 p.m. By the time we get there, it'll be like 5-6 with everybody, and then we gotta like haul ass.
Oh,
back.
so you're not
think-
you're not gonna build them to be used in this specific circumstance, but you're
I'm
gonna
just
build
gonna
them so
kind
that
of
they have them
educate
for the
them.
future. Okay.
and have them for the future. Yeah,
Well,
I don't think we have enough time to like build them and be like, yeah, this is how you do it.
here's the
You
problem though. If some of the bodies are partially decayed, how are you just gonna carry them?
Okay, fine. I'll try and make a log sled. When we get there.
When this
not
conversation
before.
ends, I'm gonna have you roll survival.
Damn it. Okay, fair enough.
Okay,
Can I
I
roll
think
it
we have a
with
plan.
advantage? 'cause it's
Oh
my
no,
backstory
that's Carl.
plan?
And other
Sure.
half of Carl.
So what's the plan? What's happening?
Aside, I think you and me are going to form, and everyone else is going to grab
Okay.
bodies.
Got it.
You're gonna
That
have to
doesn't
be
count.
very
I-
intimate
I
with
said when
Carl
the-
to
I said when
know
the
that
conversation
that's
was
the other half
over-
of Carl.
The conversation ended.
Don't be like that.
ended the
Conversation was
conversation.
over.
Fine.
Everybody agreed.
Fine. Calyx snaps his finger, and a bunch of spare lumber automatically constructs itself into a perfectly
Felix, when
constructed
did you get
lost city.
magic?
Yeah.
Baby, I was born this way.
Did you
All the
forget
people,
about
all the
echo?
people look at the sled. They go, "Wow, that was so quick. We literally don't even know how to build them now. We didn't get a chance to watch how you did
I'm
it."
going to explain perfectly how to build them. Like an expert, like a savant.
Roll charisma.
Roll performance. Roll performance to see how good you explain. No, you're fine.
Oh God! He, no takes he backs. He said you're fine.
Yeah. No, it's, you know what it is? It functions into like one of those things where like you're a mechanic and you need to watch like the bullshit classes, and it's like, but it's like, imagine you'd have no mechanical background and you're listening to a mechanics lecture. It's like, well, when you take a segment of the prefabulated amulite and you profix it on the amulator cuff, and it's like, and they're all nodding. And they're like, we got none of this, but we're gonna look like we did because we don't want to be still look stupid.
Right.
So,
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Yeah.
You gotta remember
I'm
the map
18,
that was
so
drawn
Okay,
for
let's
us
look at them
earlier
all.
when you.
Look at them all. And he's like, "You got all that?
They thumbs up.
Perfect. All right,
We're
now
going
everybody
on
make your
another
own. There's a test that will be
adventure.
graded on this.
Yay.
Okay, so four people will be going into the woods with Chief and the boys. TM, you will all be going back to the clearing, getting all the bodies, and then bringing them all back and trying to get back before dark. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
With a group of like close to 25 people who are all armed and magical, you run into no issues. Nothing is stupid enough to fight you, because it's literally a militia. Like no bear is like, I could take 25 guys. It's just not happening. So it takes about 2-ish hours for all of you to navigate there, load everybody up, get everybody all set, and then navigate back, now carrying significantly more weight. It'll take you about 2.5 hours. Call it like 7 o'clock by the time you get back. Like as soon as you'll be leaving the forest at like 7, another half an hour to maybe find somewhere to put all the bodies, because obviously they need to be sent for. Like carts need to come and they need to be given funeral arrangements and all that, but that will happen over time. They will probably lead you to like some sheds where they were having like extra axes and stuff, and they'll clear the sheds out, and that's where they'll put the bodies. But that'll take you till like at least 7:30-ish. While that's happening, that happens, like I said, without an incident. The two people who are going to speak to the foreman, I assume you're going to speak to the foreman immediately after everybody goes in the woods, or are you waiting?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. No. I
We're going.
start heading there.
Okay.
Wherever he may be.
So you go to what? I mean, I assume you ask somebody before you leave.
Yeah,
Before they leave,
like-
where the
We
foreman
asked you
is.
to direct
Where
us.
to
Yeah.
find the.
They point you to a like, it looks like a barracks, but it is slightly more opulent than the other barracks building, like a little bit, kinda. It has like shingles instead of just being a thatch roof. And they're like, yeah, he's in there.
I'm gonna knock on the door, presuming there's a door.
There's a door. You knock on it. You just hear muffled from the other side of the door, "Go away! I clocked out."
No. You're gonna come out and talk to us.
No, but I'm the fucking problem.
There's a
I-
beat, and then you get a response of like, "No, I'm not?" Question mark.
And if you don't, Fang's going to hear about it.
You hear an audible like, and then you just hear like thump, 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 as you could hear
And
like,
I'm the problem.
yeah, portly
Expert
steps.
negotiations.
Yeah,
It works.
yeah, intimidation. And then you just hear like, you hear the unlatching like of like a lock, and then you hear like a kunk kunk of like another lock, and then you hear like the of like a board being slid, and then you hear like a as the door slowly starts to open inwards, and you look into an actually very well furnished, like it looks like office combination sleeping arrangement. Like half of the room is an office with a desk and all these filing cabinets, wooden filing
That's where
cabinets.
all of our lumber's going.
Yeah, and then the other half is basically just like a dresser and a bed that's kind of like off to the side. There's like a dining table in that area where you could eat. There's like a very rudimentary kitchen. And you're like, oh, this is as big as a barracks, but it's for one person. It's his office
Living
and his
large
house.
in there, aren't you?
And then you say that, and you look, and you notice that I haven't described him yet. You look throughout the room, and you don't see him. And you say living large, and then you look down, and you see the guy. You
Sai looks down.
Sai looks down.
Yes.
You look down at what appears to be a halfling. He is approximately 2.5 feet tall, maybe.
I was gonna make the joke that he was overlooking Sai and couldn't see
No,
Sai.
2.5 feet tall, maybe 2.9 if he's on his tippy toes. You notice he is wearing a very, very nice satin robe, like a black satin robe.
Sai hates him.
And he is also wearing what appears to be a nightcap, but the nightcap has two like black poofs on either side of his head, like above his ears, that makes it look like mouse ears.
Would we hire Mickey Mouse to do this?
So good you're not there to say that. Oh, Sai, you've been running this point. Go for it.
Well, I was. Sai is unhappy right now.
Oh, you get all the confidence until you see a short guy.
No.
Yeah, make fun of his height. He loves that.
So.
No, you said living large in there. I heard it. So you say that
Yeah,
out loud.
I did. Living large, but I wasn't talking about your height unless you want me to talk about that now.
No,
Expert.
he doesn't
My
say
friend's
that.
mean-
He doesn't say
Okay,
I'm saying
gonna,
that.
I'm gonna muffle Sai's
Oh.
mouth.
Yeah.
What my friend means to say here.
Sir.
Matt, I thought you were saying that as the character.
No, I'm saying that because I'm making fun of you. Because you're being judgmental and ableist or whatever the kids say.
wasn't talking
Cole's going
about
to
that.
put his hand out and muffle Sai. Sir, what my friend means here is we need to speak
Sai licks
to
his
you.
hand.
You licked it? All right, enjoy that with your little mustache. We need to speak to you in regards of what's been happening around here and who we are because we haven't been properly introduced yet. May we come in and talk?
He doesn't say anything and he just starts walking backwards into his room, like towards that like kitchen table area, and he just doesn't close the door. You assume he
Can
is
I-
allowing you in.
Okay, so I will follow.
I was gonna say, can I
Uncovering
sense
Sai
anything?
and pointing at her
first?
saying, watch it.
Yeah, fine, whatever. You
Thought I
speak.
was the problem.
Mm.
I'll be quiet.
And we will go sit down. Presumably you said we went to the table, so I'm assuming we
Yeah.
all sit down.
It
at the
looks
table.
like he is currently throwing like a couple of logs into his like rudimentary kitchen setup, and he appears to be bringing out some kind of like teapot.
Okay. So, where do we start this? So we know you guys have had a problem lately, obviously. And very unfortunate circumstances, but we came here in hopes to resolve this issue, and we did. We've taken care of the problem out in the middle of the woods. And we're looking to see if you have any possible information that can help us track down who or what started all this.
Nope. That all?
No, it's not.
You seem very closed off for someone that doesn't know anything before we even ask the rest of the question. Sure you don't know anything you want to say before we start asking more questions? I'm just
Nope.
curious if you know something.
He shakes his head.
I love your little high-pitched voice for it, too. Sorry, it's funny as
Well,
hell.
a fucking certain someone gave away the joke of the character already, so now I don't want to do the fucking voice.
Sorry.
Because that's what you do every episode. I tee up a joke, and he goes, "Oh, that's the joke," and I'm like, "Well, now I can't fucking make it."
Wait, what did I miss?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
He was gonna.
Oh.
I was gonna do everything in a fucking Disney accent. Like his bodyguard was gonna have a goofy accent. He was gonna have a Mickey Mouse accent because that's the joke. That's the joke.
You were going for
That's
Lord
the joke.
Farquaad.
He's an
You would've been
exploitative.
Sorry, I
yeah.
ruined
No,
everything.
he's a
This
fucking
is why
no.
I'm single.
That's the joke. He's an exploitative boss. He's
like-
Disney. TM. That's
We
the joke.
would have been canceled
his
so
staff,
quickly.
and that's fine because it would have been funny. But it's like, yeah, that's the joke. His staff are overworked. He doesn't care about their safety. They're undersupplied, and he doesn't care. And he has all these locks on his door because he doesn't want them speaking to him because he thinks they're below him. That's the joke. He's Disney. But now I can't do the fucking joke, so now I don't know what voice to do. So I'm just doing a high pitched voice.
I'm sorry. I love you, Ophis. I ruin
So-
everything. It's why I'm single.
Oh my gosh.
A Star
that's
Scourge
why.
meteor hits Onyx in the woods. He dies instantly.
Oh,
Gotcha,
We,
bitch.
as
You gotta stop
my
doing that.
companion here has
You're gonna
said,
get punched.
killed the monster that's been killing your people. But we've also noticed certain things about your logging camp. We're just curious what precautions you've been taking to ensure that morale is high, they're eating good, safety. Just curious.
Didn't work.
He looks at you and he goes, "None."
Yeah.
But like with a smile. He says it with a smile.
Or are you gonna do anything about that, or are you just gonna sit pretty in your little house and not do a thing?
No, I was just gonna sit here.
Die?
Any,
Really
any
wants
reason why
to
you
kill
don't give a
this
fuck?
man.
And then he looks you dead in the eyes and he goes, "Why would I? I'll just hire more."
We
Who
could always
hired you to
hire
be in
another one of
charge of it?
you.
Okay, you asked two questions at the same time. Who went first?
Cole.
Okay, reiterate
Cool.
your question.
Who hired you in the first place? Oh my god, I got confused with her question and my question roped up together.
I'm sorry.
Literally said the same, like the different version of the same
Yeah.
thing.
So what question is being asked? Because then I can answer it.
So who hired you in the first place? That makes it so you don't give a fuck.
Me. It's my camp.
You own this place?
Yeah. Started it myself.
And you don't care what happens.
To the workers, not really.
But if you don't have workers working, how are you getting by?
I go literally a day in that direction. He points to the direction of Orange Bloom, and I hire 20 more. It's a sticks town. Everyone doesn't have a goal to their name. Everyone will work. For the right price, everyone will work.
I'm so happy Calyx is not here right now. And it's just Cole and Sai. This is going to be great.
You shouldn't
I'm
be
worried
here.
about Sai here.
honestly, Onyx probably wouldn't be too happy to have heard that either.
Bullshit. Mr. I tolerate you guys, saviors of the world. And now
Yeah,
he
for
has
real,
a fucking
wow.
conscience.
He's
Now he has a
taking advantage
conscience.
of people.
And
From
you
my
don't?
childhood, I would not tolerate that shit.
I
Oh,
call bullshit.
you're mad at
Okay.
someone who takes advantage of people above board. You're in a deal with the fucking devil. That's all
Yeah,
they do.
but, like, let's keep in mind.
Getting back to the conversation.
Shut
Sorry
up.
to interrupt. I'm going to shut up now.
So, what happens if, say, you stop owning this place?
He raises an eyebrow. Then everybody stops getting paid, and they all go home, poorer than they started out. It's in their best interest to continue working, because if they continue working, they continue getting paid, and if they continue
Yeah,
getting
but you're
paid,
selling the wood where?
to whoever wants it at the time. I've sold to Moonglow, and he kind of like, you could see him rolling a list out in his head. He's like, I sell to Moonglow. As you mentioned, I sell to Fang on occasion. That's a relatively new contract. I've sold back to
Right.
Orange Bloom at a discount, obviously, to keep them happy for their new construction. There was some remodels to a hotel, actually. That was one of our most recent shipments before these incidents started. And he starts like listing off just like, oh, Joe Schmo's trading company, like a lot of different companies. He's like, I sell to whoever comes with money. It's just wood. The trees grow back. Like, so long as I don't take too many, I'll always have trees. And so long as I have trees, I'll have wood.
Have you ever, because obviously you're a money man, have you ever taken money for anything else besides wood per se? Maybe deals, helping, information, or anything like that?
He squints at
Or
you.
are you strictly in the logging business?
He cuts the pretenses. He's like, what are you asking me?
Yeah, what are you asking him?
Let's say someone came here looking for something. Maybe you know more information about your land than just trees. Do you know more information about the surrounding area that maybe some people would buy from you?
I mean, I had surveys done of the woods before I purchased the land, so that I knew that it was healthy for growing more trees so that I could keep the business perpetual. So I know I have it all pretty mapped out, all things considered. And then he points to like another table in the room, and there's like a very well detailed like cartographer map of what is clearly like the whole forest. And then there's like a big yellow square, and it says like a claim number, and you assume that's his claim of the woods that he logs on. And it's very well detailed. It's very well documented. And he's like, I have my claim, and I had it checked out to make sure it wasn't hazardous, or make sure it wasn't barren, or make sure it wasn't poison, or there wasn't something like that would basically anything that would be bad for business. So like if there was a blight on the trees that was causing trees to die, if there was animals that were killing the trees, or that could be like an immediate problem, that kind of thing. But he's like I haven't personally walked the whole thing. No,
Dying would definitely be bad for business, wouldn't you say?
not really. If I'm dead, I can't lose money and I can't make it, so it's just being normal. If I'm dead, how do I know that I failed? I'll be dead.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah. Well, all that matters is that it is enjoying my life while I have it.
While also putting other people down while you
I've put no one down.
I think you misinterpret what I mean.
I think you're
While
being
you're to live
overly
cozy.
vague out of a sense of moral high ground.
Shocking grass cantrip.
You attack him?
No! I screamed no, I'm sorry, I was muted, but no, do not!
I need to know if you're attacking this man.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
But the magic.
The urge to
happens at
kill
my hands.
an innocent person rises
Yeah.
inside.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Not innocent.
I mean,
but...
He has done
very, very unfair.
from what you have asked him, he has broken no laws and he has done no direct evil action. He is just heartless,
How am
which
I
is not a
bad?
crime.
I tried to stop Sai already.
Being heartless is not
You're
a
also
crime,
being
but I'm not happy
extremely
with that.
accusatory.
I want to remind you
asking-
guys. You guys live in an empire. Good isn't necessarily what you think it is.
I mean, I think I have a pretty good definition
Ask
of what
Rome.
it is
Ask
right now.
Rome if every village that entered the Roman Empire was asked nicely. Like, you're in an
I
empire.
mean, I guess you could say I was one of the villages who was sacked.
Funnily enough, you were sacked, but you were like one of the barbarian villages that got sacked by another barbarian village before Rome showed up.
Yikes.
So you're like, oh, you just get fucked.
Don't say anything, Si. You don't know
Alright.
shit about this.
Can we? Well, no. That's.
Well, whatever
Basically,
you
what I
want,
will
go
say,
on.
what I will say, locking back in, what I say is he will respond to Cole's question as basically like, if you're accusing me of something, come out and say it. Like, because I don't know you. I'm not gonna dance around this truth here. If I did something, I'll tell you if I did it. If I didn't, I'll tell you I didn't. Like, I don't care. You know, because he's like, I have nothing. Like, he does not wear the face of a man who is like nervous or appears to be hiding some big secret. He looks like a guy who wants the biggest paycheck possible at the end of the month. So long as nothing that he does to do that gets him in trouble, he does not appear nervous about anything that he has done up to the questions you've asked him so far.
All right. Well, you said you don't care about the people that come in here and die and work for you. Do you care that other people come onto your land without you knowing?
He like raises an eyebrow. He's like, you mean like campers?
Sure.
Not really. I mean, it's so long as they're not taking what I have claimed to, as long as they're not taking trees or anything, then it'd be stealing.
But you don't have ways of knowing if people are on your property for, let's say, an extended period of time, more than a couple hours, without you knowing?
No, he shakes his head. No. And he'll walk you over to the claim map and he'll show you. He's like, this claim, and he'll show you like the dimensions of the claim map. Like, he's not hiding anything. He'll hand you the paper. You see, his claim is like 100 miles by 100 miles. Like, it's like basically, if you're looking at the map, everything from to the right of Orange Bloom to here, and then stopping at right here, like right before he'd get into Northern Territory, just so that there's no territory disputes. That whole cube is all his claim. Like, he probably put down a fuck ton of money up front. And he's like, in exchange for managing the land and having rights to it and selling stuff on it, I'm going to pay a fuck ton of business taxes. But all this is mine now. And that appears to be what his claim is outlining. And he's like, there's no possible way I could ever monitor that much land. Like, not unless I was God or a wizard of a skill I couldn't possibly imagine.
Right.
It's just not practical.
Right.
All right. Well, I have a question for you then. Going back to the logging, you said you deal with Moonglow. You deal with pretty much anybody who sells you. Who's your top 2 buyers?
He'll walk over to his cabinet, and then he'll pull out like his top cabinet, and he'll like flip through what looks like parchment, and then he'll pull out one really like long, like kind of scroll shaped piece of parchment paper, and he'll go, for the month or for the year?
For the year.
Moonglow.
Moonglow. I really wish there was other people to talk to besides Sai.
And then he'll say, why do you
All
care?
right, well,
Did you? So looking at the the whatever the map thing,
The claim map,
and
yeah.
then side points to generally where like they had been. Did you know anything specific about this area, like
this clearing.
this clearing, beforehand? Did they investigate, or it was just like a glance over?
He'll look at it and he'll go, we investigated it. The one thing we found was that for some reason that clearing, saplings don't grow in it. We did a soil test, and there was an extremely high amount of metal in the soil.
Metal.
Yeah,
What kind of metal?
metal. Do I look like a dwarf? He says. Metal. So trees don't grow.
Yeah,
So I ignored
you
it.
Oh my god!
He looks at you. I roll a dice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Math rocks.
Okay. He looks at you and says nothing. And then he goes back to speaking. And he goes, yep, high concentrations of metal. No plant life will grow there, at least to our testing. Or no plant life is hampered to a point where it's not feasible to spend money planting saplings in that area. So we have just been chopping the trees down around that area and replanting in the border around the clearing perpetually. And we just leave it a clearing for resting or for storage if we need it. If I ever wanted to build an extension to the camp, I would probably build it in that clearing so that we would have a staging ground for logging the further north part of the claim, and that would basically become a sub camp. But that's probably a couple years away. And you can tell the way he talks about like logistics and stuff, he has all this shit planned out. Like he's like, yep, it's probably going to cost me this much. I'll probably do this in like 3 years at our current profit. You know, I'll probably need this many more guys. It'll probably take this many months to build all the facilities. Like he seems like he's put a lot of like logistical thought into this.
Wouldn't it save you more money to invest in like a one group of people rather than letting them like suffer and like die and then hiring new people? Because then if you hire new people, then you have to like tell them everything all over again and teach them and stuff.
He looks at you and he goes, you'd think that. But in reality, you really don't have to with a job like this. Because cut tree down is a very low entry-level skill. Most people who come take a job for cutting trees down already know how to cut trees down. So there's basically no training. The only people who I don't want to part with are the people with higher levels of training. Mainly, like, our apothecary. I'm nice to her. Like, he says, like, air quotes, nice. He's like, I treat her with appropriate levels of respect because I respect the amount of effort she's put into learning what she has. The average person could never get to her level. She has spent her entire life perfecting a craft, and I respect that. In the same way that I've spent my entire life crafting my logistics and my understanding of mathematics, I can respect that. Cut tree down, basically anyone, if you hand him an axe, can cut a tree down.
Can you?
They're not doing anything crazy. You ask him, can he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do it for days on end?
Sure, I could, but why would I? I have people who do it for me now.
So wouldn't you want to treat them a little bit better because it's a tough job being out there all day cutting trees down?
No one said
all
the
the
job.
time?
No one said the job was easy or fun. That's why I pay them. I offer an amount of money. If they feel it is acceptable, they come and work for me. No one here is a slave. No one here is forced to be here. My contract is breakable by either party at any time with no fees. They can walk away at literally any time. Dozens of people have. No one who is here right now is forced to be here.
Okay. Thank you for your
Cole's gonna-
time.
Yeah, as I say, Cole's gonna whisper to Sy. He's not really giving us anything to work with here.
Did you tell him who you are?
No, we didn't tell him who we were yet.
I don't think he'll care. I mean, you can introduce us if you'd like to.
I don't think it's worth him knowing.
True.
I'll say that in earshot as we're starting to walk out. See if that sparks anything.
After your fucking comment, he does not give a shit. He wants you out of your office.
Cool, figured.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah. He walks you out and he closes the door behind you, and then you hear him lock it, like his 3 different locks.
I hate that man.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't kill him.
I wasn't gonna kill him.
Just like the monkey.
Doubt.
That was different. How was I supposed to know, 1, what that was, and 2, that it wasn't choking the life out of Calyx? I didn't know. I panicked.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just so you know, Sy, you got a little something on your face when you're talking to him.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
I will also say, because of how bad that conversation went, that was like a 30-minute conversation. So it's like 4:30, and you're like, yep, they should be back in like 2 hours. So you just kind of bebop
Now
around
what
camp.
do we do? Honestly, Sai was too mad to like think about it, and so was I. So
I wanted to run certain different things down, but I feel like I would have just fucked things up, and I didn't want to do that again.
Well, you couldn't have fucked it up more than I try to kill him with shopping grass cancer. So
Well, no, like more or less, like
Monkey
I'm
again.
not going back in the office, but like I was gonna kind of threaten, like maybe, but we don't really have pull with Moonglow, and I'm sure if you said this month who's your highest, we would have been it.
impossible to say, didn't
But
it?
even if I know, but
Yeah.
but like from my head, like even if I threaten him to not bite, then he's gonna say, "All right, good luck finding somewhere else."
He might have.
Sai was not a good
Theoretically,
choice
there
for
are
that.
other
I just wanted
forests
to
and
talk.
other trees and other logging camps.
Are there?
We don't know.
I would hope there are.
I don't know. Maybe look at the map. Where's the next closest forest?
Far away.
Like King Spear.
Yeah, a further distance.
Is it?
Yes, that's why I have it drawn out for you.
No. From where?
I'm sorry.
No,
that
from
was
from Steelmaw?
Yes, from Steelmaw. It'll take about 3 days to get to Fishbane, because you have to go through the fort and over the river, and then back down. And then it takes 4 days if you cut through the other forest just to get to the front of the forest by Kingspear. It takes over 8 days to get from
They
Steelmaw
look
to
very
the...
similar distance.
It's
That's not
3
the
days
perfect
less
scale.
of travel. That's a lot in old-timey...
Let me
when
just
I'm
say it this
paying
way,
by
God
day...
is telling you otherwise.
Yeah, I am telling
know
you that
God's telling
that
us
you
otherwise.
you are currently buying wood from the closest source. The next source
So
would be further
was
away.
smart by not trying to ruin that.
That is, you could take that in either way. I am simply telling you logistical facts.
Okay, well, since that conversation was horrible because Sai and myself did not like the man. Sorry.
What, you didn't like him? I couldn't tell.
Hated him. Despised him. Wanted to kill him.
almost-
How
Monkey
dare he
him.
be, checks notes, a capitalist?
I should have asked him how much we're
Well,
buying.
Sai generally like hates people like that, so obviously this was probably not a good conversation for her to go.
I would agree. That's why I was really confused why you were the one who did it. I was like, you're going to speak to
Yeah.
the foreman? Sure. Fucking, I know your backstory.
Sorry.
I was roped out of this conversation.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like the
I do
conversation...
Cole did a good job.
Dude, I feel like Cole and Onyx having that conversation would have went way differently.
Well, the only
I
thing is
think
we had to make sure Flower stayed in the city, and she's kind of attached to Sai at the hip.
True. Good way to recover from
Yeah, that's
or
why.
bad decisions.
Flower
Was
sitting.
Flower
Fla-
just sitting there for the whole conversation?
Yeah, I mean,
like,
because Sai didn't say she left her outside, so she was just sitting there. There's like a toddler who's like, "Yep, they're talking about business that I don't understand." Okay, what's a claim? You know, what's a money?
Yeah, whatever.
With the money.
Okay, well, Sai and Cole are now just waiting.
You know, I mean,
I
you
guess.
have 2 hours. You could do anything you want around camp. You have like
Oh.
2 hours, or you could just say you take a fucking nap. I don't care.
Well, I could try. I'll take a fucking nap.
Oh God.
Yeah, you take a nap. It is
Yep.
moderately restful. You find like a nice field
That's crazy.
because you're not long resting, which means you're not like sleeping. You're just napping. So
Oh, thank
you're not
God.
hitting REM. So you just have a nice nap in
So I
like
can actually
the woods.
rest.
Yeah.
Sai looks at Cole and goes, I think my attitude right now is banking on the fact that I have no sleep. I'm gonna go to bed. Wake me when they're back. Flower? If you... What would you like to do?
Purely for a joke. Oh no, it's not working. Yeah. Never mind.
Okay, I guess Flower is not saying anything. I go to take a nap.
So I'm assuming you went and took a nap in the barracks?
I guess so. I guess I claimed... I
The
spoke to
barracks,
them and was
the
like...
barracks are currently
being-
empty. So like, if you wanted to like just sleep, like Flower will just kind of like lie in the bed next to you, and you could just nap for like 2 hours.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, you do that. You have no nightmares. You have no
Perfect.
incidents. You're very tired because you had a very strenuous fight, and you're like, yeah, I could use a cool little 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. nap. Boy, when you wake up, you ever taken a 4 o'clock nap? Anyone at home? Oh boy, you're thirsty. You don't know what day it is. You don't know where you are. You know, your ears are ringing. You think it's the next morning. Oh, you're gonna be in for a loop. But right now, you're napping.
Beautiful.
Cole, do you do anything?
I was trying to play the pan flute to help soothe, but it's not letting me click it. Oh, there you go.
You play a really, really bad set of hot cross buns on the pan flute.
I was gonna say that's just about as
Like,
bad as
you
the last
watch as-
time I tried to play the fucking pan flute.
You watch as a guy walks out from the barracks. It's that chef who you kicked out of his kitchen, and he wings a fucking pot at you, and he's like, "Shut up!" And then he goes back in the fucking kitchen.
Okay, well, sad. Cole is sad now. I guess. Well, so
Espresso.
sorry, I had a phone call for a quick second. What's Flower doing right now?
She's napping
While
with
Sai's
Sai.
napping? She's napping with
Yeah,
Sai?
unless I
Well,
say
she might not
yeah.
be sleeping.
Well, yeah, she's just in bed with Sai. She's just kind of hanging
So if
out.
you wanted to talk to the child, you could.
No, I'm just gonna sit on the bed next to her across and just pay attention. But I don't need a nap right this moment. Just kind of chill, watch the child.
Then if you guys are not doing anything, then we could just say that
Yeah,
time
guess not.
passes.
Yeah, you can skip over to either us or the group coming back, whatever you need to do.
Are you doing anything like while you're just like, I know you're not going to sleep, but are you still like laying down? You're just kind of like chilling, or are you like whittling, or are you like, what are you doing for 2 hours?
I'll probably be sitting there like whittling, just passing time, making sure that kid doesn't, disappear out of the corner of my eye.
What?
Oh my God.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, you continue your whittling session.
Proceeds to slit wrist by accident.
No.
By accident.
About 2 hours pass, and you're like, yep, you're making progress on whatever it is that you're making. It's like a bunny or something, and then you're like, oh fuck, it's like almost dark. You're like, my buddies haven't got back yet. Like, you kind of wake Sai up, and you're like, Sai, you feel like you took a nice nap. You also feel like maybe your sleep schedule is kind of fucked now because you woke up at like 7 p.m. and you have to go
It's
to bed in
already
2
fucked.
hours.
What do we
Yep.
mean?
And then you're like, oh damn, I'll deal with that when I get to it. And then you both get up and you walk out of the barracks, and Flower is sitting there on like the front step, and then she's watching as you see all your friends coming out of the forest.
Welcome back, guys.
Wait, so
Okay, let's
Flower was
Ataraxia,
on
you
the
go
bed. Just sorry, I guess this is technically an above board question. So Flower was on the bed, and then she wasn't, and Cole didn't notice.
Flower started the 2-hour nap on the bed. You now see Flower sitting on the front steps of the same barracks.
When did you get
Got
there?
When did she get where?
She was there, and then she was with you, and then she's here.
I mean,
she
to be
could've
fair, she can
walked.
teleport.
Do you like
But she-
do you like look her in the eyes and ask her like, why are you
Wow,
sitting
we're-
here? Wait.
Yeah, I'm saying it out loud. Yeah.
She's like, I walked. She points to the bed that's 30 feet away.
Yeah, what's the big deal, dude?
You're really bad paying attention, sir.
Should have been doing so much
I'm
whittling.
not sure. I think I'm gonna table this right at this
Okay.
moment.
This
Hey.
table's getting heavy.
Maybe you should clear that. Well,
We're gonna
Okay.
get to the end of the campaign, and the table's gonna be like a fucking banquet hall.
All of a
It's gonna
sudden, Ophis
snap
is gonna
down
be
the
like, "Hey,
middle.
so all those things you tabled, let's discuss those now."
Yeah, it'll be a 4-hour session.
It's like all the tables after the Bills game.
Yeah. Alright. So everyone who was in the woods, you are now back. It is like 7:30ish. The sun has basically set. It's like the last few golden rays of the day. You load all the bodies into the sheds, and you lock them up. And you're like, "Hey, I wish you the best. You know, we're gonna have to obviously send for caravans and people to do that, obviously." And then
You all remember how to make a log sled, right?
Oh, absolutely. They say. They thumbs up. 100%. Yep, they're nodding.
They're nodding no and saying yes.
Okay. Sorry for interrupting. I
No,
just had
they're
to
like,
make sure.
they're good. They're locked in. So many log sleds, they say. And then they look to each other and they whisper, "Are we the log or the sled?" And it's like, they got it.
Gaelic nods approvingly. Good, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, and then you reconvene with the two nappy individuals.
How'd the conversation go?
don't ask.
It sounds like it went great.
How did the conversation go?
Cole,
It's a little short fuck
How
with a
it-
lot
how
of
it do.
power, and he doesn't care about people's lives.
yeah, and I
Well,
kind of
that-
just like zoned out of the whole conversation and just was really pissy the whole time because of that.
He didn't end up like the monkey, did he?
No,
Almost.
I glares at Brontes. Do you want to end up like the monkey?
Intimidation goes down with a mustache.
Yeah. DM glares
Roll-
at Bronte's
roll at
health bar.
disadvantage.
I think he's fine.
Aw.
If anybody else wants to try to get some information, but couldn't get nothing out of him. He owns the land, he knows the woods, and the only interesting thing we got out of him was that clearing where we found the amalgamation.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yes.
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 Fuck yeah.
It was they like tested the soil.
Yeah, there was metal in the ground, and that's why nothing's growing there. That's the only thing that we got that's like out of the ordinary, besides him just being a massive douchebag.
Yeah, I guess he just didn't know that it was a mass grave.
Would
Besides that, the metal in the
Calix-
ground is weird.
just from surveying. Well, I guess Gaelic. Well, no, never mind. I take it back. I'm sorry.
No, you can still ask, and I'll tell you if it's something that you can roll for.
No, like I was wondering from like land surveying. I don't think Calyx would have like the in-depth knowledge to determine why there would be an excess of metal in the middle of a clearing. Like me personally, I'm
Oh,
thinking
that's not a
oh,
land
and
that's not a
meteor-
land surveying thing. You can make just like a history check from the way you grew up because you technically know.
Yeah.
I just don't think you're thinking of it that
Yeah.
way.
I
I'm thinking
am
of
in
the
a way,
but
but it's
not
more
the way
like
Onyx would think about it.
I'm more like in the fact of like if there's like a vein or something like that, or if something caused the metal to be there, but I'm not sure if Gaelic. I'll make a history check
make a
to
history
see if
check.
I can remember. But it's a straight roll, so
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
It
What
could-
the
it-
fuck?
Okay then.
It's
Straight roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It completely tracks why you would know this, and it instantly comes to mind. You're like, well, yeah, obviously there's a high quantity of metal in that area because that was the site of a significant battle from like the war to end all wars. The sheer amount of abandoned weapons, blood, metallic dragons, metallic soldiers, armor that is probably buried in the soil at that mass grave that have over the course of 1,000 years just been weathered to bits and micrometals. Yeah, you're lucky there's grass there. I mean, it's the fact that that you couldn't like it's almost conceivable that you could mine metal out of that area. just logically. It's the same reason why there are huge swaths of the Orc Kingdom where it's just prairie. Because the orcs would kill each other to such a degree, and their weapons would just rust, and their blood would just run, and the iron in their blood would just fill whole pools and just kind of evaporate out and leave just the metal, and everything organic would just decay, and it would create pockets of just dead grass because of the sheer quantity of just biological metals that accumulate, that would only accumulate over time, that nature could slowly work its way out. That it's just happened in such a quick area that it has toxified the soil to a degree. Like it is something observable on battlefields to a small degree that logically a battlefield to a big degree would theoretically have a much more significant impact.
Calix says everything that Ophis just said, but very casually and nonchalantly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
He's super whatever.
yeah,
You know how the
battle-
metals work.
It's
You
super
know.
whatever. You guys know how battlefields work, and like mass graves and everything, and like
Yeah.
giant blood wars and blood spilling everywhere, and
looks-
metal dragons. Just
Sai
very
looks-
casual.
Sai looks Calix dead in the eye and goes, "What?"
You know, the 200
Onyx is gonna look.
you know, the
Onyx is gonna
2,000
look at him and
people
be like,
tie
yeah,
body piles.
dude, I was totally on the same page as you.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Gotcha.
Calix
So-
does not elaborate any
Yeah,
further,
he
and
gives
ends
no
the conversation
details.
there.
All right. So, are any of you guys interested in trying to get anything out of this foreman? He doesn't seem very willing to talk to anybody. Sai kind of
Well,
forcefully
no.
made him open the door once.
He was very honest about all of his thoughts and opinions, and didn't really give a fuck that what he about anything.
He was
So,
very honest. I just hate that he was.
yeah.
He was very forthright that he has shady and unfair business practices, but he
You could
understands
almost call
his
him-
demographic.
You could almost call him true neutral. Where he goes, where the money is. He does not care about anything else.
It's just all about the money. So if you think that you can handle a conversation with a man like that, go for it. I clearly was not that.
But we need to make sure we don't burn a bridge either, because he is supplying our city.
True. I think as it
Tell
stands
him
now,
where
we're
we're
fine.
from?
I don't think we need
I
anything
did
else.
not. He doesn't know who we are. He just knows we took care of the thing that keeps killing his men.
He
I also don't think
he
he'd
also
care.
knows who you're associated with because you name dropped her.
Yeah,
We
thanks,
did.
Sai.
I mean, he was gonna have to figure it out eventually.
No,
So wait. So you guys basically went there, barged in, told him you
He's an
know
asshole.
Fang, but then didn't elaborate at all and bullied the shit out of him.
We didn't bully him. He didn't
Bully-
You
respond to any of
literally made
my
fun of his
insults.
height, which is something he has no control.
I
over.
did not make fun of his height. You turned it that way.
No,
I
I'm
said
talking
you're
about
even
Cole.
large and-
I'm talking about Cole. Cole straight
he
up
called
insulted his
himself
height.
dwarf. I just doubled down.
Yeah.
So is everything I said accurate?
Hey, the
Yes.
guy's really honest. So was I.
Anyway, I just don't think we need to continue having a conversation with him. I think we should just focus on sleeping and getting to where we need to be going.
Let's just kill him.
As long as he supplies the wood to camp, we're fine.
I'm just gonna give an exacerbated sigh,
I
and I'm just gonna look at the other three, and be
I-
like, I don't even know how to process what these two idiots are saying. Do we need to go have a different conversation?
now. Sai.
I'm gonna be on.
Yes.
No. Well, Sai. Based on what we heard in there, we know he's after the money, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, before you
Got a
freak
lot of
out on
reach.
this, we already hate him, but we're kind of working with him already. I'm going to kind of look to the rest of the group. Does anybody think maybe we can get more woods shipped down to us at a faster rate? Money talks for him. Maybe there's a deal that can be worked out to, speed up the process of our lumber import.
How much money do we even have?
You left the money necessary to construct the docks with Fang plus 35 extra. That is
So-
currently the town's budget.
Okay. Also,
What is
but
the current going rate for one log for
yeah,
like
that's
in
what-
terms
that
of
was gonna be
our
my question. Yeah.
None of you asked Fang before you left. You don't know what she's paying per log. And none of you are merchants, so you really wouldn't know. Like, the average person doesn't know what one log costs. I mean, if you guys want to roll just like a straight intelligence to see if maybe you can guess it, I'll allow it. If you want to let one person be like,
Let me
and
do it.
try to think about it,
Bronte.
but it's going to be hard.
Brontes,
Brontes.
yeah, Brontes.
Oh, yeah.
Brontes.
Oh, the shut-in wizard? Yeah, he'll know.
Just straight
I mean-
intelligence.
Yeah, just straight intelligence. And it's a high DC.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
You're thinking about it,
Even
you're
with
like,
a 4.
You're thinking about it, you're like, well, I buy
really good
I
for the
buy
shut-in
paper.
wizard.
You're right, I buy paper, right? And paper is basically trees. And I buy like a stack of paper, of wizard paper for like 10 gold, and you could probably fit like at least 30 stacks of paper in a tree, at least. So you probably pay like 300 gold per tree.
Regardless, as
Absolutely
Bronte
judging
says
Brontes
that,
right now.
regardless, if we don't want to endorse someone who has, as you guys say, poor business practices, then I don't know if we want to pay him more to put more pressure on the loggers. Even if I did teach them all how to make log sleds and they totally remember,
For sure.
I think that I think that if we don't like him and his business practice, he's still gonna run it and he's still gonna do it. We could support an up and comer, or we could go somewhere else. But right now, him and Fang
He's
seem to
our
have a
main
deal.
supply. We don't want to
and
fuck
let's
that up.
let that be. Let's just leave that be and not try to negotiate on Fang's behalf and make it worse. I
agree.
think
Or
if we
just tell
want
him to take
to
over the
get a
claim.
secondary
No!
export of extra logs, that's a whole different story.
Is the guy who's normally on the side of take care of problems with violence? No.
Could just take the claim.
And
So
do
you're
what?
saying you would rather do violence?
No,
I don't think
no.
he should hurt anyone. That'll just. He has a lot of reach.
I'm aiming that at Onyx, who just said no to the idea.
Violence solves certain things.
Okay, what more do we need
I
from
don't
this
think
guy?
violence can solve this thing.
I
I
didn't
just
even hear
agree
anybody
with
bring
you.
up violence other than
I
Onyx.
agree with you.
Oh,
Sai, that's a great
Oh.
question.
Like, why are we so hung up about this foreman? I know
I
Sai
don't
was
know.
pissed off at him, but Sai wants to be done with this man altogether. He literally doesn't matter.
It's funny.
we
Sai's
solved
normally the
problem.
one to
All we
run a
have to do
30,
is
40 minute
sleep
conversation.
and keep
and
moving
it's
forward.
meaningless
Can we
sometimes.
please stop talking about the
Funny
foreman?
coming from
No,
you.
please keep talking about the foreman. The foreman whose name you haven't asked yet and who has no fucking backstory. Please, talk to him again.
So I'm just addressing Cole's point where he's like, can we pay him more to get wood faster? And I'm like, let's not. And say we didn't.
Can we just?
Yeah, I am with you.
And we can
I
go
also
forward
think-
from there. I
All right,
just
let's
don't
go
think
the
it's
fuck to
worth it.
sleep.
Okay.
Please.
So
Oh,
everyone,
shut up. You're just going to puke again in an hour.
everyone
I'm
going,
not gonna puke again in an hour. I
Ev-
draw a mustache on you.
everyone is going to sleep,
No,
correct?
you don't.
Can
We're
I
gonna do
draw
a
a
long
mustache
rest,
on
but for the
first?
2 hours, I want to speak to. At some point, I want to speak with Cole inside.
Well, it's
Okay.
still only like 7:30. So if you wanted to have that conversation before you start resting, you can. Otherwise, all three of you are gonna have to take a watch at once, and it's gonna mess up your watch schedule if you're taking a watch.
I don't
Well
think.
then,
No, just quick convo, I guess.
okay.
Yeah. Then you three can at some point
Should
make
the
your
rest
way
of
to
us
the
say what we
corner.
want to do?
Cole just says,
While
what's
they have
up,
that
bitch, from
conversation.
Inferno.
Well, yeah. If there's anything anyone who isn't those three wants to do during your long rest, because since there's no watch period, you're sleeping for 6 hours, then you get 2 hours of just like mundaning around. So you can say if there's something you wanted to, if you wanted to like put a spell in your spell book, or if you wanted to craft
Wait, I thought they
something.
said they wanted to do a quick convo instead of the long rest portion of it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying regardless of whether or not you take a watch or not, a long rest is 8 hours, 6 of which is sleeping. So everyone is still going to be awake for their 2 hour period. They just aren't doing a perception check. So they can do something moderately stressful instead of taking a watch and still get the long rest because you're not worried about monsters because you're in a quote unquote town. So you could do 2 hours of like reading where you don't need to worry about getting attacked by monsters. You could do 2 hours of playing with a magic item to try to figure out what it does, of attuning to a magic item if you wanted to. Like there are things you can do during a long rest that doesn't have to be like I talked to so and so. Like you can do things because you're not on watch. So
Well,
whose conversation wants to happen first? The infernal conversation, or the other three? Do the other three even want to talk, or are they just going to bed?
I feel like
Mine would also speculate. I'm gonna before we even start this because this kid changed their conversation. I doubt it, but I'm gonna make a request to see if Flower can get pawned off onto Ataraxia. If Flower and Sai would allow that, so the three of us can talk without Flower.
I don't mind,
Hey, Flower,
for
would you like
lack of a better
to
word, watching her.
hang out with Addie?
If you want to attempt to get Flower to like leave you, make a perception check to be convincing enough to make her want to hang out with Addie.
Flower,
Perception
I'll teach you
or
how to
persuasion,
make a
right?
flower crown.
I'm sorry, persuasion. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sai, right?
yes, I.
From me. Yeah. Hey,
She doesn't care what Onyx
Flower,
asks.
do you want to
I'll
hang
teach
out
you
with
how to make a
Addie?
flower crown.
Can I speak, guys?
No.
I'm the one making the conversation.
Wait.
Flower, would you like to hang out with Addie for a couple hours? She's pretty cool. Can make you a flower crown, show you some cool druid
Couple hours.
magic.
How long is this conversation gonna be?
Long enough. I will tell you what she says, but roll your persuasion first. So, yeah, it's good enough. Okay, she'll go, and then she'll be like, "Oh, flower crown," and then she'll be like, "Oh, are you gonna do the cat thing?" Referencing back to a previous conversation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, I can do the cat
she
thing
will,
because we are literally
yeah.
going to long rest immediately after this,
Yeah.
so it's not going to matter.
She will walk off with Ataraxia.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Question: can you guys not tell the difference between our two voices? Because there have been multiple times where you guys have said the wrong name tonight.
It's just you, the same person, man. We don't care.
I love it because you keep blaming Onyx for shit that I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, half the time I do that intentionally because it pisses him off. I'm only a little bitter for the Mickey Mouse comment. I'm only slightly extremely upset. I've only been planning that. I've only been planning that for 2 weeks. You know, I've only been practicing in the mirror for like 2 weeks or whatever. But fine, it's fine, whatever.
I sent you a gift.
Speaking of gifts, you like the fantasy group chat?
I sent you
All
a
right,
gift.
let's.
Oh, right.
let's-
Right.
Let's
So,
speak
in
it.
the Infernals are speaking.
Hold on.
Hold
Oh,
on.
damn it. I thought everybody else was doing
Wait a
their own
minute.
thing first.
Well, no, the 3 of them are doing a thing, but I mean, like, I don't know how long it's going to take, so I want to kind of get it over with.
Fair enough. I mute.
Okay, we're gonna walk off in a corner.
Okay, you are in a
and
corner.
alone.
You are alone.
Okay, so I'm gonna start the conversation in Infernal.
Perception check. I'm gonna do a perception to make sure no one's trying to listen.
Okay, roll perception check. Yep,
Check.
You saw.
completely alone. Not a single,
cool.
not a single ear is in your direction.
Mm-hmm.
So in Infernal,
Delilah
Cole, you
whispered.
just looks like you just looked around. No one's listening on us.
Not that I can fucking tell.
How confident?
I don't believe you, but I'll trust you.
I don't believe me either.
Well, I trust you. You're my brother. So Sai, obviously, you can tell he knows how to speak like us.
What's up?
In
West
Infernal.
side.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously you guys are brothers, so I assume you would have probably at some point taught him how to speak Infernal. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are surprised that he knows how to speak it.
I'm okay.
I-
Why not most people? So
No, I agree, and I get where you're coming from.
It's fun
Okay.
to keep it under wraps. Some people get real comfortable when they don't think I'm listening.
The entire party just saw you reply
What?
when you
What?
during the original conversation. in
yeah,
the
you
forest.
said keep it under wraps, and you literally just said it in front of the whole party.
That did happen.
No, our party. I'm not worried about our party. I'm saying, like, if we meet random people and all of a sudden you start talking, I look like I'm not
well,
listening.
Regardless.
Okay, got it.
Jeez.
Okay,
People.
so obviously, Si, we need to talk about some things regarding Flower and what you saw.
What do you mean? What'd you say?
So-
The emptiness in her chest that wasn't there.
Remember?
Whoa! What are you guys talking about?
So Cole, remember in the swamp when Sai did the weird thing where she saw everything, and then she saw something. She told me not to move, and then me and her went off and had a conversation.
Yeah, I've been waiting to get cued in on that.
Yeah, well, there's some motherfuckers from my past that are probably behind.
Which passed?
Why'd you ask that?
I know you too well.
Okay. Well. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go this route first. Sai, can I trust you? Like, you can't say a word to anyone.
I don't
Ever.
plan to.
Not even
I
the
mean-
party.
That your past, whatever you're talking about, that is yours to share, not mine. I'm not that kind of person. But
Okay.
all you have is my word. So if you need me to blood, whatever, I don't know.
I am going to trust you. So this is a step up from tolerate.
Oh, she got the tolerate already.
Yes, she did get the tolerate.
Been an
Impressive.
eventful week.
It has.
I'm
She's
honored.
just another shit out of me.
What'd you say?
What?
Do you wanna go right now? You wanna fight right now? Because we can. I'm tired, but I'll
Why
totally
don't you
kick your
shave?
ass.
Why don't you go shave first?
Okay. You two.
Prestidigitation, the mustache is gone. Anyway,
You two need to stop with the fucking mustaches.
I draw a
She
mustache.
started it.
Okay, focus.
Lock in.
Your focus needs more focus. Sorry. Okay. Whew. Lock in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been locked in, but go off.
Okay. So, in my past, I may have been involved with a group.
May have or were.
I may have been involved with a group.
Okay.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
May have been involved with a group. That's Not-
friendly.
an unpowerful enemy of mine now.
Okay.
So, you remember the whole fight in the city?
Clearly.
How I got blown up
Yeah.
by that kid that we thought wasn't it? By that tiefling kid?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was there. It hurt. It wasn't fun.
You can see Cole start like grudging his fist, getting all pissed off.
Yeah, so that guy was set to kill me.
Whoa. Hold up.
And that letter that I took off of him, from what you tell me, someone from my past gotten some extra powers that I have not foreseen, and now they can watch over us. I have no idea when they're watching, how often they can, or anything like that. But considering you saw that eye thing and then it just dipped out, I feel like once in a while
Okay.
they're peering in on my life. And there's no
So-
way they don't know that I'm surrounded by you guys.
Do you want me to do that thing again every so often? See if I get lucky or.
I don't think they're gonna do it again the same way.
I think what we need to do it strategically. But that's not the point of this conversation. The point of this conversation is to bring you up to speed that
Someone's after you.
someone's after me.
And
A
lot
we
of
can't
someone.
we can't
When
know.
the time comes, I don't want to get others involved if I can avoid it. I'd rather take care of this on my own.
What you're
Because
telling
it's
me.
my own problems. And I am strong enough to deal with these jackasses. And
So
there's no reason. What?
Sai snorts.
Same with Cole.
I could have taken that guy by myself.
Which guy?
But you didn't.
The guy in the town who nearly killed you, or the amalgamation that nearly suffocated you to death?
Hey,
And you
almost
didn't get
only
it on.
counts in.
Hand shoes and horse grenades.
Besides the point, so someone's after you. I'm not allowed to know who it is. Because you haven't said a name, and you were very specific
Cole
about not
doesn't even
saying.
know names. Let's put it that way.
I just know not good.
Okay. Is this related to the other thing we spoke about?
Separate.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So
the other
that,
thing, do we
this
have to worry
conversation is
about that too?
twofold. I wanted to bring you up to speed because you know, to an extent, you've kind of seen what's something that no one else knows about. I don't want everybody else knowing about it or worrying because I don't want them to worry about me because there's no reason to. I can handle it. But I don't want them to worry for themselves either because I'll handle it.
Heard that
Well,
before.
you don't have to, but whatever.
If I need help, I'll ask for it.
No, we won't.
Will you ask for it when it's too late? Because then what is the point of having help?
That's
if
why I step in. I
you're gonna
won't
ask
let them
for it?
go.
Okay,
Look.
self-destructive brothers aside.
Look, that's as much as we're going to talk about this part. The other thing
Okay.
to talk about. So, Sai, you know what we are, obviously, is because someone in our past made a deal.
Yeah.
What are you referring to still? I didn't get fully cued in on this.
Oh, so back in the Swampy Swamp, when you were AFK for reasons unknown to Sai, I did this like,
No, I watched but I watched the videos. I just need Cole to know.
yeah, I know,
Oh, sorry, you said AFK.
I know, but I was just,
Ye olde keyboard. That's what she's referring to.
yeah. Well, I saw nothing in your brother and nothing in Flower, but everyone else had this like glowy orb thingy in the center of their being. Like I was seeing into them, and then if I focused, oh
Like
yeah.
a soul?
Well, for example, well now I kind of feel bad if I try to. Well, I was trying to. I wasn't really trying to, but I kind of just like zoned out staring at Calyx's, and
It's good guy to look at.
yeah.
I'm just going to like raise my eyebrow at Cole. Like, I didn't know you swung that way.
I mean, you're not wrong, but anyway, um,
Oh.
I could like look further into it, like across planes, or I guess see further into like what makes that person a person. I don't know. I barely got to explore it, but whatever I was seeing, I was pushed away, like I was blocked from looking further, and I
Were you
didn't
able
really.
to- You had
Huh?
one yourself as well?
Ophis, did I have one myself? I'm
You did
I'm
not
pretty
look.
sure I
You
did.
did not look at yourself.
I did not look at myself.
And per se, the other living things around us, like the horses?
You did not look at the horses.
I
You
did
only
not
looked
look at the
You
horses.
You only told me that you looked at the other members of the party, and then you saw the eye thing and got
Could I
distracted.
technically do that again right now?
No, because it's once per long rest, and it's the same day from when you use the transformation in the fight. It's only been a couple hours.
Well,
Granted,
I could use it.
Granted, you've never tried to use it twice in the same day, so by all means,
Can I try to use again?
sure, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Please roll well.
Cool.
Oh my god.
You take 3d6 psychic
My
damage,
apologies.
and it
Oh,
doesn't work.
shit.
Oh my god.
11
Oh.
damage. So you watch as Sai goes, oh yeah, let me try. And then you watch as her nose and eyes start, like a burst of blood comes out as all the blood vessels rupture and her eyes completely red over. And she like almost passes out.
I'm
I'm
not
going
doing
to catch her to make sure
I'm gonna
she
lean
doesn't
forward
fall.
to try to catch her too.
that.
Sai,
Wasn't
you
pleasant.
good?
Did you just get attacked?
No, I think every time I try to use that magic, I get dealt some kind of damage in return for using it.
Okay, so let's avoid that maybe unless it's necessary.
No, I don't know. Try again. Maybe you just the third time is your charm.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But
And you got hurt the last time you did it too?
yeah, but it worked last time. And it worked
So-
it worked the time before that. So both times I used it, it was once.
But do you get hurt when you use it normally?
Yeah.
No matter what. Okay.
No, the first time you used
Yeah.
it, you actually made the wisdom save. You didn't take any damage. When you first
Oh,
used the
the
sight
first
that
time
first
I used
time,
it,
Okay.
I didn't get damage. The second time, it hurt. But I feel like that might have been related to my bones cracking and changing and Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
That's
I can use it
that.
again eventually, probably to look further. But Sai looks at Onyx.
Let's
Let's keep that away for right this
let's
moment.
avoid that because the last thing we need you to do is die just in the middle of a field.
Just like Onyx almost did.
Almost.
Almost.
didn't.
It's too close.
I was about to kill the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From where?
It's like you
Inside
almost
its
dealt with your
its
other problem that's apparently
tiny
coming back.
chest, where it was giving you a big old grand hug.
It was just a hug.
Yeah. Okay.
It was
Anyway,
warm and fuzzy.
It was non-consensual hug.
hey.
Okay. So let's
So-
getting back to the whole situation.
So
Considering
Flower doesn't have one.
considering everything Sai and I talked about then, from what she could tell, the other party's members have one. This flame. I don't, and Sai doesn't.
Well, we don't
Sorry,
know if
I
we
don't,
Flower
and Flower doesn't.
Yes.
We're not sure about Sai, but I think
I
it's
don't
safe to
trust her.
hypothesize that it has something to do with making a deal.
But I didn't make a deal. I guess I have to look at myself. Anyway, but she's 6. How would she have made a deal? Like, would somebody
Maybe
make a deal
someone, maybe it wasn't her.
Maybe someone signed her away.
for her? Like her trash ass father?
Can we do a history check? Can someone like promise someone else's soul? Can I do a history check?
I would say for you, because your whole thing started with you finding that book on demonic pacts or devilish pacts, you would know the way it works is that anyone can trade anything so long as they have standing over it. So, like, theoretically, she's not an adult. She's not her own person. Her parents are she is still her parents' responsibility. So in the same way that you could give away a car that is under your care, you could theoretically go, I'll give you my firstborn soul in exchange for blank, because they are your firstborn until they are an adult. Theoretically.
Okay. So I'm just gonna basically thank you for that clarification. I'm gonna say yeah. I mean, it might not have been Flower's choice. I mean, she is 6. We really don't know much about her. We know she has these strange powers that she seemingly controls pretty well. From what Bronte said, she has a pretty strong magical sense around her.
Yeah, she moved on me before when I was watching.
You were watching her?
I was taking a nap, so I didn't really see what
I
happened.
thought I was, but then she was moved. She was not where I left her.
So it's hard to say if maybe there's more to meet the eye with her. Maybe she's made some type of deal, or if maybe someone has made a deal on her behalf to give her strength, or if there's something else altogether. But what I feel is that there's more to this girl than meets the eye, and we have to be careful because there could be a target on her back for whatever this strength is. There's a reason Risen was using her. I mean, maybe it was just a coincidence.
I think not.
But there's also a possibility that she's in danger and she's bringing danger to us. And I don't know what any of that means. We need answers.
Okay. Well, we're
Okay,
heading to
give me-
Pocross. So maybe her sister will be able to explain maybe what's going on. If not, I really don't have...
If she has a sister.
True. I guess we won't know until we get there.
Typically, if you give up your firstborn, you wouldn't have an older sister.
That was just an example.
I know. But it's not out the realm of possibility.
Okay. I mean, unless you guys want to talk further, I think
No.
if I need you to, or if something comes up regarding the other thing we talked about, I'll signal you. You'll know.
Okay, and then I'm gonna give Sai, still speaking in Infernal, obviously. Cole is gonna. Where is my thing? Cole's gonna ask you an Infernal, or actually, you know what? I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you what other do you know thieves can't? Seeing that you're a little thief yourself.
Thieves can't.
Yeah.
That's a spell.
No, it's a
No.
language. You don't have
It's a
it.
language.
Oh, I do not know it. No.
Okay.
Only rogues get thieves can't. I will save you that trouble.
Oh, okay.
It is something you get at first level. You need to take at least one level in rogue, otherwise you literally can't learn it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's what makes you special.
It's
Ooh.
what makes you special.
Well, then my other question was, do you speak any other languages? I want to try to see if I want to communicate with everybody in the party. If we need to have different conversations.
Infernal, Common, and I can read Draconic, but I cannot speak it.
Okay.
Or I guess I could try to speak it, but it wouldn't be.
It wouldn't help me much. I don't know it.
No. So.
That was
Is
all.
that
That was
all
just
you needed?
to see if we. Yeah. I just wanted to know if we can, depending on where we were, try to avoid other people hearing
Wait,
in.
we could talk in Infernal, the three of us. What, were you trying to cut me out of conversations, asshole? And I'm just gonna like lightly hit him on the back of the head.
Mage hand returns the slap.
I'm gonna dodge.
No, you're not.
It's invisible.
Okay,
You can't.
well, yeah, you can't.
Okay,
one
I'm gonna
damage.
look at him. I'm gonna say, try it again as I go to slap him again.
Mage hand slaps him again, and I dodge his.
Can I slap him harder?
I'm gonna
Oh
dodge.
my gosh. Can
I do
okay,
not
Sai
care.
stands in between both of them. And
And Sai
Well-
gets slapped. Okay, and we're done.
hey, thanks for trusting me with
That was
this.
him.
I know who it was, and I know who the mustache drawer is too.
You started it.
I know, and I think it's
You
hilarious.
admitted it. You finally admitted it.
I did.
Thank you.
But
I can sleep
yeah,
easier now.
whatever. Anyway, just
Is
Good
that the
shit, I
is
guess,
that the
for-
end of this conversation? Is this
I'm trying to end the
devolving?
conversation. Thanks for letting me know.
I just want to get to the other three.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then
West
as you
side.
guys banter back and forth at your newfound companionship and trust in the three of you,
And
and your-
above tolerating
and
level.
above toleration level, a very big event for you three. You now more than tolerate each other. The camera,
You're a trust now.
the camera zooms out and then zooms back in on the other three who aren't in the random field you guys are in, are instead going, boy, I hope our friends aren't talking shit about us somewhere in a field somewhere. Anyway, what do you guys do? Do you just go to bed or do you do anything specific?
I don't know that I just go to bed, but I don't think I would do much more than just like, casual conversation. I don't know. I don't really know what to talk about.
You don't have
Oh
to
wait,
talk,
am I
I'm
not?
just
Am I?
asking.
I'm supposed to do the thing with Flower, am I not?
Make
Oh
her
yeah,
a
Flower
you're
level
cat.
supposed to
up,
turn into a
damn it.
cat. You're supposed to turn into a cat.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd learn.
Turn into a weretiger.
Yeah.
God, no, I would turn into a regular house
Traumatized the
cat.
child. Do it. This is not Calyx saying that.
Yeah, I turn into an owlbear and I kill her. That'll shut her up.
Well, take it that way, I
Yeah.
guess. She could turn into a really big orange tabby, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's no.
Oh, I was gonna say a Siamese.
Maine
Yeah,
Coon.
I know cats. All those make sense to me. You turn into a cat,
Yeah.
and Flower will. Your transformation lasts like, I think it's what it's like your half
I
your
don't
druid
even
level
know.
times 3.
I
I
don't
think.
know.
I think it's half your druid level rounded down times 3. I'm gonna say you last 4 hours or some shit as a cat. So you spend basically as long as you need to continue stalling Flower, playing with her as a aloof house cat, and she is loving it, as she apparently has never had a pet before, and enjoys affection in some capacity. Imagine that, a 6-year-old likes a pet cat. Unfortunately, as a pet cat, you cannot speak, so you just kind of lounge around and let her pet you. The other two, you watch this and you're like, wow, that's actually really kind of cute. Do you do anything else or do you get involved?
My game plan was honestly going to be to kind of sit with Chief and the others, and I was considering whipping up some food and just kind of having a celebration of life with them and remembering the good times with the people who passed.
Oh, that's nice. Roll. Are you gonna cook, or are you just kind of orchestrating it?
I have grilling
You
proficiency.
do.
Can I
You
use
have, so yeah, that's why I'm asking. Do you want to attempt to? Because remember, there is a cook. So do you want to basically tell him like, "Hey, today's your day
Can
off.
I
Let me take
assist
care
him?
of it." Yeah, you can assist him.
Yeah, I'll assist him.
Okay. Then he gets cooking with advantage, so this will be at a +5. He gets a 13. So
Can I? Wait.
it is an above
He doesn't
average.
have any bonuses to cooking.
It's +5. That's why I said 13.
This man, I take the tongs.
It's too late. He already cooked it. Hey, it's a fucking 8, so it's even worse. So you take his food. You're like, it's above average. You're like, let me spice it up, and you burn it, and you make it worse.
What? No, with an 8, I burn it.
Yeah, he got a 5. He had a 13. You did worse than him.
I mean, I can't even argue. I had a +5 and I got an 8.
Yeah, so did he. You rolled a 3 + 5. He rolled an 8 + 5.
So, like, you're telling me that, like, he made the burgers. I'm like, okay, I'll toast the buns, and I burn the buns. I'm like, well, this sucks.
Absolutely. And you're like, oh, it's okay. I'll save it. I'll make like a mayonnaise sauce, and then you add one too many egg yolks, and you split the sauce, and you're like, God damn it, it's just really runny and gross. And you're like, well,
What am I doing? Like, grilling proficiency? No.
yeah. And you're like, damn. Anyway, yeah. Let's talk about your friends. Let's distract from the food. Let's talk about your friends. And you have this big like. I didn't create backstories for all 16 dead guys, so I can't
That's
come up
okay.
with
We
stories.
don't have to.
But imagine,
We don't have to have the
imagine that
drinks.
everybody has these all like really deep stories of like, I remember when Chuck first got here, he said he was taking care of his sick mother, and he was sending every copper back home, and he said his sister was doing the housework and yada yada yada. And then someone go, well, I remember when Jerry, remember when he was gonna split? He thought he was strong. He was gonna split that piece of tree on that other tree, and he like fell and twisted his ankle. That was really fucking embarrassing. And then they all laugh, and it's like, yeah, shut up. And then you want to ruin another one of my jokes? Go for it. Yeah, that's what I thought. And then and then they have different kind of fucking stories like that over the course of while this other conversation is happening. And I would say over the course of time, plus because you spent all that time with them, teaching them how to build log sleds, they're like generally kind of warming up to you, and eventually they'll be like, you know what? We've literally never seen an orc before, but like we were kind of told you guys sucked, as propaganda will do. And they're like, you know what? You're not bad. You know what? Like you're chill. Like you can come around here anytime you want and hang out. They seem to be very accepting of you, but they will look at you and they go, but you are not allowed to cook again. And they'll be very serious.
Fair enough. I promise you next time I'm back, next time it's on me, and it'll be even better next time.
They snap at you and they go, hey, I doubt it.
I accept that bet, and I kind of finger gun at them, and I hope that we have that much rapport.
Yeah. And then someone will roll out like a keg from the back into the kitchen, and they'll start drinking like watery ale, but it's something, right? And
then I pull out my cheap bottle of whiskey I got from the Capitol. I'm like, I got something too.
Woo! And they all fucking cheer. And you have yourself a nice little grand old time with the boys.
I'm going to remove that bottle of whiskey from my inventory. Sounds good.
Yeah. And then Brontes, are you doing anything? Are you joining in on the festivities? Are you petting a cat that is also your friend?
I'll join in on the festivities with Caleb.
Okay. And all that happens, and Brontes is also there. And we'll say that you do like magic tricks, right? You're like, check this shit out, and then you cast like an illusion.
I'll use dancing lights.
Yeah, and it's like dancing
stuff.
lights. But I'll say you like turn dancing lights, and you can like kind of shoot them in the air and make them into like fireworks. And like as they're all drinking, and then I'll say that they lit like a campfire, right? Because you're outside, and I'll say that you use like minor illusion and prestidigitation or whatever, and you're like changing the color of the fire. You're like, and now it's green, and now it's purple, and now it looks like the fire turns into a person and like walks around. Like you're doing all these like really cool, like all these really basic magic tricks. But like these guys know nothing about magic. They look like they've never been to school. Like they don't even know how to write. So they're like, whoa, and you're like blowing their fucking minds with like, do you look like the most powerful wizard that ever existed?
We're having a party. They're having a serious conversation.
Yeah, 3 people in this party are like, we can't trust anybody. We gotta watch our backs. And then Caleb is like,
said that.
And they're like, let's get drunk. Woo! Fucking yeah.
In honor of the others,
Yeah,
let's
dude,
go.
the dichotomy in this party is
Cole kept
crazy.
looking over his shoulder, noticing what's going on, and feels
Yeah.
jealous now.
Yeah, Cole, way in the distance. You're like, yeah. You're like, when you roll perception, you're like, yeah, nobody can hear us because they're having way too much fun
Sees
over
me,
there.
sees
not
Broccoli
bad.
shooting off magic
They're
spells
having a
into
whole
the
ass
sky.
party over there.
Yeah, they're like, damn, we are missing out. Anyway,
Meanwhile, Atarax is being like
Promo.
strangled by flour.
yeah.
Mauled
I
by
was
a
really
child.
nervous that Ophis was gonna be like, "Yep, she's 6 years old and doesn't know how to handle a cat," and literally like pulls your tail or
Snaps
like,
her neck.
literally. I was like, "Oh my god, no!"
Well, I didn't say
Atarax is
she's
now
not
covered in
abusing
acid.
you. I mean, she's not
I just
doing
want
yeah.
to pet the weapon, George.
Yeah, she's not doing so much damage that like you knock it. I mean, she's like aggressively petting and like kissing and squeezing, right? Like you do with a house cat, but nothing that it's like you only have 1 hit point, right? So it's like nothing that would revert you back to ataraxia. But yeah, she's a 6-year-old. Not to say she's not torturing you either, right? Like she's not so dumb that she's like, oh, this is clearly like you're doing this because you're being nice. Like I don't want to ruin it. Because if I ruin it, then you won't do it again. Because she's not
Yeah.
stupid. So she's like, I would hopefully like to get to do this again, potentially with a dog next time, like something like that. But like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna burn the bridge, right? I just got here.
That's a lot of foresight for a 6-year-old. I'm
Well,
proud
listen,
of
you
her.
also gotta remember. You also gotta remember what she's been through, right? In the last week, she was kidnapped, tortured, sent to an orphanage. Accompanied you through multiple business negotiations, your entire journey, watched you almost die to a merchant, and then watched you fight an entity that is over 1,000 years old that can easily destroy the world, and she seemed to handle all that pretty well. So she's...
It's been a rough week.
Yeah, it's
okay?
been a rough week, but like she's not mentally broken from it, so you think that like it was make or break, and
Maybe
you were
she's
either
a
going to
little
scar
more
you were going to
mature than a
scar this kid,
6-year-old.
you were going to scar this kid, or she was going to pull through, and it looks like she's leaning towards pulling through, so long as nobody does anything stupid, you know. You think if had she say got eaten by the Star Scourge, well, there might be some trauma there, but luckily that didn't happen.
Calyx gives a thumbs up to the winds
Yeah.
as the fireworks blow through them.
Yeah.
And with that, we
Yeah.
long rest.
I was gonna say yeah, and I would say with that is where
And-
we will end the long resting section. People eventually the parties die down, the drinking catches up with you. These guys still do have to wake up for work tomorrow because now they are expected to work because the whole monster thing is resolved. And of course they do need to send someone to the city to make all the necessary funeral arrangements. So as all that is being prepared and the party rests throughout the night, the party something dropped. Is everybody okay? Was it a knife?
I
What was
thought
the,
you
Good.
rolled
We're
a die.
fine.
yeah.
I thought you rolled a die. My heart dropped.
I thought that was you. I thought you dropped something on your laptop again.
No, I just have my Jaeger and Coke near my laptop.
Oh, that's recipe for something. But yeah, as
It's
the party,
like we
yeah.
haven't learned anything, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
right? Who's to say? Who's
Oh my
to say?
God. I thought you rolled
Yeah, and then I was
tequila.
like, and then with that, I had the party do it previously, but this is where, at the end of the long rest, I will officially say that the party has leveled up to level 5, and they have all gotten their various level 5 abilities, which will soon to be revealed the next time that the universe attempts to test them in some way, shape, or form, and that will be the end of tonight's session.